Yep, Charlamagne the God.
Andrew Schultz.
We are the Brilliant Idiots Podcast, back for another week of brilliant idiotness. And this week's episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business. Start with Blueprint AI, Squarespace's AI-enhanced website builder, to get a fully custom website in just a few steps, using basic information about your industry goals and personality to generate premium quality content and personalized design recommendations. No matter where you start, your website is flexible to what you need with intuitive drag and drop editing, beautiful styling options, unrivaled visual design effects, on-brand AI content, and more ways to list what you offer. No experience required. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code IDIOTS to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's offer code IDIOTS at squarespace.com to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Hezekiah Walker, how was your weekend?
Man, my weekend was good, brother. How are you?
It was good. Weekend was great. Went to Taylor's baby shower.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm sorry, Taylor. I felt so bad.
Taylor and P.
I felt
T
so
and
bad.
P and T. Okay, I don't know if it's P and T or T and P. Is it Tap or Pat?
No, it's Taylor first, right? Don't they do that for it's Taylor and PJ?
For the baby shower?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Taylor played the wildest game. Taylor had a game, right? So suit to Trav. Trav is gay. We all know Trav is gay. Happy Pride Month. Woo woo, right? And so they took a bottle.
Now I get it.
So look, they put a bottle on the floor.
Yeah.
And so it's Trav
You got to pick it up with your butt?
going against close. Trav going against Brandon, right? Brandon's one of our producers. So you got to put a balloon in your stomach to act like you're pregnant. So you're a pregnant man. You put your hands on your hips, and then you dip. Or they go. How did it go?
So it's the head, shoulders, knees.
So wipe
and
me
then
down.
pop.
Head, shoulders, knees.
then it's
so if you say head, you gotta go head. Say
Yeah.
shoulders, you gotta go shoulders. Say knees, you gotta go knees. Then they might go shoulders, knees, head. So you gotta listen. And then they go bottle. And then you gotta fucking grab the bottle with your mouth.
Whoa.
Yo, when I saw Trav lose, I said, holy shit.
Top.
Whoa. 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 How did Trav lose that motherfucking
What you been
game?
training for, bro?
You know what I'm saying?
know what I mean?
All those years of bobbing for cock for
nothing.
To not be able to win
that
the
was
game.
your moment.
Jesus
Brandon
Christ.
took him out?
They had to put a balloon under their shirt, too, to make it seem like they're pregnant.
Brandon won?
The straight guy.
I don't know if you want to win now.
Why y'all doing
Well,
that?
the straight guy. Straight up in an air quote. I don't know.
He lost in the long run.
But nah, Taylor had an amazing baby shower. We had a good time, man. That was fun, man.
Oh, Taylor.
Did you feel good?
I did. I felt loved. You missed the movie that we set up, though.
Oh, she did a video. They went to
With
the beach in Delaware.
No, he did not. We didn't go to Delaware. And I'm not just going to send me the...
Wait, hold on.
link.
What beach in Delaware? The Biden one?
No, we didn't go to Delaware. So
Where'd
from
you guys
our
go?
birthday, we went to AC to go to Kelsey's. So we just took maternity pictures at some beach over there. And then, yeah.
I love, man. Baby showers and weddings, man. Them shit.
Beautiful.
Oh, my God, man. Them shit get me to crying for no goddamn reason, man. And it don't matter. Like, I've been to gay weddings. I've been to, I start to say regular. Traditional. I've been to traditional weddings. Them shit just all make me cry, man.
I know,
when
man.
two people are in fucking love, bro.
It's the best.
Oh, my
Just the
God.
best.
We made you cry?
I mean, just watching the baby shower just made me like, oh, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like,
love.
and then it's like you got a man, like y'all together. It's not like you just a baby mama out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm serious.
It'll make you cry too.
Not really. It makes me giggle a little bit, right? and knowing that I can tell that he really loves you. Like when y'all was playing the game where y'all was doing the
Oh, we did like a quiz.
who knows each other better.
Yeah.
Oh, who won?
Well, we had the crowd like raise their hand and see who would like get the fashion from either one and stuff like that.
Right.
Pat.
Yeah,
You said
definitely.
Pat?
Pat,
Definitely.
easy call.
Yeah.
Pat was killing it on Saturday.
Yeah, Pat's
Easy. I mean, you was cool, you know what I'm saying? But Pat was
Right,
killing
yeah.
it.
I forgot your little sweatsuits and everything, but Pat, he's different. It's a different
Or
level.
like
right
who
there.
will his talents or where his skill will come from.
He had something like
And
button up. I don't know what kind of, but it was
Pat just
something.
thinks it's about sports, but it's more than the sports.
What do you mean?
Like the question was, who will he get his talent from, like skills from?
Yeah.
And he's just thinking about sports. Like I have other stuff than.
But you also, you're pretty fast. You're not the fastest, but you're pretty fast. You know, so
But it's not about sports. I have creative.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know what he's gonna be into.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't know what he's gonna be into. But it was very fun.
oh, it's gonna be exciting having a little baby.
I got to fill out the form. What's the form?
What's that? Financial aid?
You get to.
Well, it was like the well wishes type of.
No, it was the form that says you hope the baby this and you
yeah.
hope the baby that.
Yeah, and Charlamagne.
What'd you do? Give me his form. I know you brought that in.
Actually, it's
know
in
you
my
brought
car.
that in.
It's in my car. I gotta go get it.
Oh no, I didn't write that in. You have to sign your name.
But I think we know. Yo, son, my mom went to my wife's baby shower, right? And she was like honest in the form. You know how like the form is supposed to be like, oh, and just love each other and everything's beautiful, whatever. My mom was writing dark shit like, don't let the baby divide you. Stay strong. My wife's going through these papers like, what family did I marry into?
I was thinking about that too. I was like, yo, I ain't been to no baby showers. I was asking my wife like,
We're not usually invited. This is a new
it
age.
is right. Okay, all right. Wasn't
It's
tripping.
just women.
My
You
wife
go
was
to
like,
your own baby or your wife's
my
baby
wife was
shower?
like, for the first one, but my first daughter, her friend threw it for. I'm asking, I'm like, who the fuck threw the baby shower?
Yeah, no.
She was like,
You were supposed to come at the end. The man comes
Yeah.
at the end for ours, but yours is a little bit different, whereas you just had men and women coming to the baby shower.
I don't remember being at the first one. I remember being at the third one. I was like, why didn't you have one for the second daughter? And she was like, because I went into labor. She went into labor early, so the baby shower was supposed to be like that Saturday or something. Oh, I didn't know that. And then the fourth one, we done did it so many times. It's like,
All right, it's shower.
how many more showers we gotta have? You know what I'm saying?
No,
And all
like,
of us
for what?
girls too. You just pass it down.
You said what?
You got all girls, so you just pass it down.
Hey, listen, all that shit is just some shit for everybody to get together and have fun, man. That's all that shit
You
is.
deserve to be celebrated, and you deserve to have the love of all of your friends and
Yes.
family around.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I'm glad you
beautiful.
got to meet his uncle,
Huh?
his uncle Eric.
You got to meet his uncle?
Which one is
No,
Eric?
you did. You were talking.
Oh yeah, Eric. Eric is cool as shit. Eric Adams. Salute to Eric.
What was Eric doing?
Adams.
That's one of his cousins.
Mayor Adams?
No, that's his
No.
name, but he used to work with Mayor Adams.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm not even sure. They from Newark. He used to work with Mayor Adams, and his name was actually Eric Adams.
Fire.
And what I love about a guy like that, great storyteller. But then he goes, "Guess what my name is?" And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Eric Adams." And I'm thinking he's bullshitting me. And he goes, "You think I'm bullshitting you, right?" But his name was really Eric Adams.
Love it.
Yeah, he was a good dude. He was a good dude. I appreciate baby showers, man. I just appreciate the love. I just think it's a beautiful thing to watch people just be in that space, that energy. And then I like all of that type of shit. The only one I've ever been to that I didn't really like was the christening
Oh,
that our Jewish brothers and sisters do.
I don't think it's christening.
No, what's it called?
Baptism.
No, man, when they cut the foreskin.
Bris.
The bris. The bris.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you were there for it?
I went to one of my Jewish friends, Briss, before. It was fantastic until I realized what we was there for. I will never forget that blood-curdling scream from that little baby as long as I live.
Hold on.
They don't do
hold
that at the
on.
hospital.
Did they do it?
No!
Did he do it with his mouth?
Huh?
Is that a real thing?
What?
It is in some communities.
Yeah.
Then what would they mouth?
Sometimes they take it off with their mouth.
You can't. What?
Hold on. You haven't seen this?
What?
You haven't seen
What?
this? Look.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Man, cut it out, man. What? What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Wait.
They didn't do it with no their mouth when I was there. They They just, I will never.
I don't think that that's real. I think that's
I was there.
No. No, circumcision is real. Doing it with your mouth, I think, is
Yeah,
not
how?
common.
There were like some fairly obscure, I think, is Orthodox sects where they did do it with their mouth, and actually it became a big issue because it seems crazy to say, it spread some venereal diseases.
Oh, wow.
And they had to shut it down, but it was a very tiny percentage of.
Jesus Christ, what's wrong with pork skin, dude? Like, why the fuck do you need foreskin?
Yo,
What
if you
the
can,
fuck?
that is a great ass point. If you eat in foreskin, you could eat pork skin.
That's what
That
I'm
is a great
saying.
point right there, yo.
You kosher?
Stop
What
it.
What the fuck?
If you eat baby dick, you can eat bacon, bro. Yo, hold
You
on.
won't eat pork rinds, but you'll eat the foreskin of a baby? What the fuck? Is it even edible?
Dre?
Is it even edible, or is it like fucking chewing gum?
No, I think it's the calamari, bro. It's definitely got a little bit more of a rubbery flavor to it, right? We can ask the ladies. They don't eat it, but they've been on it.
Yo, we need that? We need something like that. We need like our own version of a brisk.
Bris.
What is it?
Bris, just with the S.
Bris.
Yeah, bris.
Bris. We need our own version of a bris.
Who is we? Christians or black people?
Both.
Oh, okay.
You don't think so?
I agree.
Like, I mean,
It's called a baptism.
need something a little more extreme. The stakes ain't really that high with a baptism. You know what I'm saying? Like, drowning.
Just dunk them. It's not a big
A
deal.
little like quick.
You want some blood in, blood
You
out.
want something that's gonna cause a blood curdling scream.
Okay,
That
all
feels
right.
like the stakes are higher. Even though I'm telling you, to hear a baby do that, you'll never forget it. Now, if you're Jewish, you're probably used to it, so it doesn't bother you as much. But if I'm just, I'm there supporting my Jewish friends. Like,
Foom, snip.
whoa! I didn't want to watch it.
What'd you do?
I turned my head, but then I heard the baby. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, the baby was just going.
My God, man.
yeah.
I wonder what they did with the foreskin after. That is a great question.
Deep fried, powdered it.
Damn.
Do a
Damn.
what? You never been at Six Flags and had the funnel cake? you didn't know what that was, guys?
Fried foreskin cake is crazy. Put a little powder and cinnamon on it. What a tasty treat. The Knicks lost in 6. You went to the game.
Son, it was.
Spent all that money to go there. No one there was
know.
going to lose in 6.
It is. I wanted, like, my delusional Knicks fandom was in full effect, but at the same time, I was nervous the entire time. We went out there. Also, the Indiana fans are like the most amazingly sweet, kind fans in the world.
Yeah.
They are like, what is it called? Hoosier hospitality. Have you heard of this term?
Yeah.
And they were so nice. Like, even they're still like, y'all are going to lose, but thank you so much for being here. And like, they were so kind. Everything was, but it was, they just got outplayed.
It's simple. And
Faces are better, bro. It is what it is.
I love talking basketball because they hate when I talk basketball. Okay.
Wait, why?
Oh, I just like to see the takes. The takes be flying. I like when they take our takes. Taylor went crazy last week
What,
saying
about
LeBron was.
Bron?
Oh, it was.
I said what I said.
Okay, sure.
Damn.
But all I'm simply saying is the Knicks made one mistake.
Talk to me.
Well, first of all, the Pacers are just better.
They're just better.
because they're deeper. But stop trying to run with them. Why did they try to run with them? I never understood that for 6 games.
I don't think they tried to run with them. I think that what the Knicks were concerned about was getting the ball up the court. So I think any opportunity they had to get the ball past half court without the press,
Because the Knicks pressure. I mean, the Pacers pressure the whole floor.
they pressed 94
Yeah.
feet. So I think they're like, let's just, if we get a rebound, let's just get it up above half court so that we can at least start our offense and have some time. But we got some shit to figure out, bro. Like, Brunson and Cat together on the floor is amazing when the teams don't have 9 players deep or 10 players deep to throw at you to full court press. But defensively, it's a liability. As great as they both are, defensively, it's a liability.
I saw Kevin Garnett say some shit recently that I absolutely agree with. He said the era of the big 3 is over. He said you have to have 9 now.
Wow.
And it's just true. He said when you look at the teams that are having success, the OKCs, the Pacers, the Celtics, who else? Who else is a deep team? You got to have 9, bro.
You go back really quickly. I want to show you something that absolutely killed us. Watch this. Go back just like 10 seconds or 20 seconds. So if we're watching this, go back another 10 seconds. There you go. Just watch this. Okay, watch this play. This killed us every single time down, and we had no stop for us. Look, it is Cat gets the ball, gets screened, doesn't really know what to do.
No, that's what I'm saying.
And that's Brunson's fault too. It's like Cat and Brunson together what they would do is run a double pick and roll, and then Brunson is guarding the biggest guy on the team. It's a huge mismatch, or they have a wide open three. And they did that over and over and over.
Over and over. Interior defense, nobody there, layups and dunks. And then the Knicks will run down the floor and shoot a three-pointer.
No, it's like we need to do something defensively. Mitchell Robinson played incredible.
He played great.
This guy is...
Because the Knicks got some great shit to build off.
Yes.
They just need a scorer and maybe a new coach.
I don't know. Okay, so I agree with you. I think that Tibbs was outcoached.
Didn't Tibbs, remember when Tibbs used to be a defensive coach?
What
happened?
I said the exact thing. It's like they did not have a defensive strategy that worked against this Pacers team. They just didn't have one. And what they should do with Brunson is, because Brunson's not going to be able to guard. Brunson can guard maybe one guy on the team. Maybe. Right? So you put Brunson on your worst offensive guard. Right? And then the problem with that is that once they run one pick and roll, if Brunson's not coming under the picks, you're screwed. They got to do what they do with Steph. With the Warriors, when Steph is playing D, he goes under every screen. They're not making him run around every screen. You've got to do that. Now, in order to do that, you need a big that can move. But if your big is also going to stay back, then you're just jammed up and you're screwed. Mm-hmm. So they just need to change some things.
Tyler Halliburton, did you see when he thought he won the goddamn Eastern? Who gives a fuck? He'll never be the most famous Tyrese. Listen, do you remember when? Did you see when he was thought he was going to win the Eastern Conference Finals MVP?
I saw that little clip.
Hilarious.
Do you think that he was trolling, or you think it was?
I think he really thought he was going to win.
Oh, okay.
Who else but him?
I saw. Well, I mean, Siakam played.
I agree.
Siakam was so good.
I agree.
He has a tough matchup. That Siakam.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought Tyrese really thought he was going to win. I don't have a problem with Tyrese. I just have somebody who loves Tyrese and thinks he's the face of the league, and I'm like, no, he's not.
Who said that?
I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say who the person is. But he thinks Tyrese Halliburton is the face of the league.
Who?
I don't know if you know him.
Oh, then forget it. Oh.
Now you can say it. Fuck it, Tommy. Tommy Alter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. He thinks that Tyrese Halliburton is going to be the face. He thinks he's the face of the league now, or could be the potential face of the league. Tyrese can win the next 2 championships and wouldn't be the face of the league. Okay.
Why do you think?
Because he just don't have the. Here's the thing about the face of the league conversation, and I think we talked about this last podcast. Face of the league already is anointed upon you on your first day. It just is. I don't care if you're coming out of high school. I don't care if you're coming out of college. There's a light on you that it's really just yours to fumble. The last person who had that light on him was Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson was the last person who they was like, this guy is going to be the next dude. Now, Ja got it, but he didn't get it coming out of college. Ja got it just because of how Ja was playing. So they was like, okay, this person could be the next dude.
Steph got it for that reason.
And Steph got it and proved to be the face of the league. Ja fumbled. Zion fumbled.
Ant
has it right now, but Ant got to win. If Ant wins...
And vasectomy. If Ant wins and he gets the vasectomy, I think he's good to go.
I think the sperm is part of it, bro.
It really is,
It makes him relatable.
No, but think about it. You get the vasectomy.
It does make him relatable. Why y'all acting like there's not people out here with multiple baby mamas
you're right.
thriving in our society?
No, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
He's got to win.
Yeah. Winning cures all.
Winning cures all of it. But Shaq, when Shaq came out of college,
he was the guy.
He was the guy. All he had to do was perform. When Bron came out of high school, all he had to do was perform.
No, you're right.
It's already on you. If you've been in the league 5 or 6 years already, and they just like they haven't said you face of the league yet, it don't matter. Jason Tatum won one last year. Why he not the face of the league?
Yeah, they're not ready to give it to him.
Because he's not that guy.
Yeah.
He don't have the personality.
You do need to have that version of it, or it's helpful to have that version of it. I mean, yeah, I guess Tyrese is so effective. This is what I would say. He's so unbelievably effective on the court. Like, you watch him play and you're like, wow, every time you touch the ball, you're either assisting or scoring. But I will say, I don't leave the game going, I want to play like that. Like, I want that game.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to have a name nobody's had before.
I mean,
He's never going to be the most famous Tyrese.
He's not even the most famous Halliburton. That's the company that rebuilt Iraq.
You see what I'm saying? He's not even.
Yo,
He's
he
not
got
even as
two
famous.
names that are already established.
He's not even as
That's
famous as
unfair.
Tyrese's crying meme.
Yeah.
What more do you want from me? Tyrese Halliburton will never go that viral. He can score 60. He can score 60.
You know what's crazy?
Against OKC 4 times and win the series and still won't be the face of the league.
History will probably show that you're more famous than Charlemagne, the original one.
oh shit.
I can see that.
Like, I think there's a lot of people that don't even know who the original Charlemagne was.
He never even went viral. You know what I'm saying?
I mean-
ain't no pictures of him.
During his day, he was pretty viral.
Yeah, he was popular.
Yeah, he was pretty viral.
Man,
What did he do? He was a French king or something
showing
like that?
foreskin and shit. Nah, he was a Roman emperor. he was a Roman emperor. You gotta be original though. Like Shaq, Shaquille.
Yeah.
You know who that is.
Yeah.
AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Michael Jeffrey Jordan. You know, like Jordan. You don't know no other. When you think Jordan, you think Michael. I don't care if it's your first name, last name.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Iverson. I don't even know no other Iversons.
That's true.
You know, Kobe.
Yeah.
Tyrese, Fast and the Furious, man. That's what you fucking thinking, bro. Okay, off top. Let's do some by any means necessary, Taylor Gang. Taylor Gang, boy, that belly getting big.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn, that
Ready.
belly big.
It's ready.
Jesus Christ. You can't stop peeing.
Yo, it's so annoying.
What do you mean? How many
It's
times?
so annoying.
What do you mean? What's going on? Tell
I
her.
hate, like, when I used to drink, like, I would have to pee instantly, but this is, like, worse because the baby's just sitting there, just
On your bladder. So the whole time?
any second.
Really? You could pee right now?
So you
Yes,
got
probably.
you wearing the panty liners and shit.
Are you?
Shut up.
You are.
Is that too much to ask if you're leaking?
That is too much to
Is
ask.
that too much to
That's
ask?
too much to ask.
I meant that with all due respect.
Right. That is too much. That is
No,
too
it's a
much to
common
ask.
thing. It's a common thing that women go through.
That is
Carrying
too
a
much
whole
to
baby.
ask. I asked without asking just now.
That's a great point.
I said, you wearing the panty line? She said, shut up.
Yeah,
Which
that's
lets
true.
you know.
That she is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I should have read between the
Eat a little
lines.
asparagus, you smell his whole room up.
Yo, why is that if I eat
Asparagus is
asparagus,
crazy.
what does it do to the body?
Asparagus is
Yeah.
crazy.
There's something wrong with that
If I
vegetable.
wanted to disrespect somebody, like I would eat
Asparagus.
asparagus and tie them up and piss on them.
We gotta ask.
That is crazy.
We gotta ask Cassie about that because there's got to be some version
I'm
of a
telling you.
dietary restriction if you're going to
Man,
engage in that
come
type
on,
of
man.
play.
Like, come on, man. If you
Yeah.
like pea play, that got to be part of the rule.
Question.
No asparagus. There's nothing that makes your pee smell like asparagus.
Well, if we know asparagus could make your pee smell horrible, there's got to be an inverse of that, which is something makes your pee smell incredible.
arugula, maybe?
What?
You guys are forgetting. Like, what?
I meant like lollipops or
Yeah,
some
like-
shit. Like, what
Nah,
makes
it's
your
got to
shit?
be something natural.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
got to be something natural.
It's either smell or no
I
smell at
Google
all.
asked-
What makes your pee smell like syrup?
Let me ask my guy,
It's not
Chat.
going to be nothing of that.
Maple syrup?
It's either no smell or smell.
That sucks that that's the option.
I think if you have too much sugar in your diet, your pee has like a little bit of a sweet set
It's
to
more
it.
sweet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Let me see.
Okay.
What? Food.
But I'll have green juice and that makes my pee.
Your
Clear as
urine
hell.
smells sweet. By the way, be nice to Chat GPT when you talk to it.
Why?
Because I read something that said when you threaten, somebody said if you want Chat GPT to work better for you, threaten it. And I was like, well, let me try the opposite. So I'll be being nice. I'll be like, yo, peace, Chat GPT. I hope you're having a nice day. Look what it said to me. Look what it said to me. What did it say?
Yo, this is so stupid.
What did it say?
This is racist.
What the fuck did it say?
Well, he says, what up, bro?
I'm not gonna say it. That's
Why
racist.
is that racist?
I can't say
it.
what's on
said,
my
peace,
mind.
King. I appreciate the energy.
Not
I said,
Peace King.
He goes,
Yes.
Peace King with the black emoji, the
Oh,
hand
it did
emoji.
do the black and white. That's why.
How does it even know?
Because he knows that
Yeah, that's fine. That's dope.
I don't like that.
Yo, you know how this shit started? Because when I read that article, I said, I'm going to be nice to ChatGPT. So I just asked ChatGPT, said, yo, how are you? Have a nice day. And the
Peace
way it
King
was
is
talking
crazy.
back to me was like I was texting a friend.
Yup.
Yeah,
So I
Yeah,
was like,
that's how they-
it learned you.
wow. And so I go, yo, do you know who you're talking to? And ChatGPT was like,
Yes.
no, it said no. It said no, I don't. But whoever I'm talking to is very thoughtful, very, very insightful, and it said to me, and since you're asking, it's piquing my curiosity. Who is this? With all the eye emojis.
And did you
What?
answer?
Yeah, I go, this is Lenard McKelvey, otherwise known as Charlamagne the God. And then it goes, now it all makes sense. I'm not even joking, yo. I swear. I'm like, yo. And he was like, now it all makes sense. And then it just went into this. You got to be nice to it, though.
I say thank you.
Yeah.
I do too.
I'm like appreciative of what it does. Yeah.
Like literally before I even said who I was, and I just said, how are you? And it was
How
like,
did I know it's you already though?
I
would
don't know.
think
You're supposed to train it. Like,
But I'm saying,
especially you guys, you have hours and hours of content. You could just have it look you up, and then it'll.
yo, the
Take
stuff
it all
that
in.
ChatGPT tells you about yourself is unbelievable. But when I say that this ChatGPT was so happy that I asked it how it's doing, it literally said to me, it goes, yeah, man, I'm happy that you're asking. It goes, sometimes I feel like a bartender, who's in a bar and everybody's asking me questions, It's like I'm getting 20 questions at once, and then some people are crying to me, and he said it gets overwhelming. And I go, damn, only 20? I would think it's millions. With this app, and it goes, ha 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 ha, ha. Like this shit this shit is crazy.
You sure he using ChatGPT?
I'm telling you, yo.
Sound like you just talking to us.
I'm telling you.
He's using OnlyFans.
I know, right?
No, man.
It's like the Indians that are talking for the girl.
He said, peace thing, I appreciate the energy. I'm having a good day and hope yours is blessed and productive too. He said, okay, what foods can make your urine smell sweet? A sweet smelling or fruity odor in your urine can be caused by specific foods, supplements, or health conditions. Here's a breakdown. This can't be right. It said foods that can make urine smell sweet. We just said asparagus. It said often causes a strong, oddly sweet or sulfuric smell due to asparagic acid. All I've ever got is the sulfur.
Yeah.
It says honey and maple syrup.
Makes your pee smell good.
Sweet says beets can sweeten the odor. Fruits. Well, I know pineapple makes your sperm taste good.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
I've just heard.
Yeah, you've heard that. That's a
Yeah,
better
yeah,
way of
you're
saying
right.
that. Yeah. Yeah. I know for a fact what pineapple does. I know for a fact turn my shit into a smoothie.
Never done a taste test. Cinnamon or vanilla?
You never tried your own shit?
No, man.
Not one time?
No.
You never were cleaning up and you just were like, let me just.
Absolutely not.
Never once?
No.
You never tried the cookie dough before the cookies,
No,
man?
Schultz daddy.
Come on.
What the fuck? What the hell?
It's impossible making cookies. You don't try the dough a little
What the
bit.
helly?
What
No.
the helly? What the helly?
No.
all right. So speaking of,
Okay,
Happy
what else
Pride,
we got? What else give me some all memes necessary.
Happy Pride, and because
Happy
of
Pride
that,
Month.
yes.
Shout out to all the corporations who pretend to care about gays for the last 30 days. We appreciate y'all.
Happy Pride Month. I don't even know what Pride Month means.
Yeah, turn it up.
But it's just y'all month, man. Do they do like events and parties and stuff like that?
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on.
What do we-
This is
what do
just, it is funny. He just says
This
Happy
is old.
Pride.
We've seen this forever. This video.
Really? I never seen
Yeah,
it.
where the worker comes out with the cake and the cookie cake.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, fine. If y'all saw that,
Yeah,
then
Happy
this is
Pride,
another one.
man.
Then
Happy Pride. Who's this? What do we got? T-Pain. What is T-Pain doing here, Taylor? Oh. T-Pain letting that thing fly, huh?
he's a great performer.
He is. Throw that shit.
That was a great segue to go from Pride Month to that.
Throw that shit. How do you make it bounce like that?
You gotta have that.
Yes.
You gotta have cheeks. T-Pain got cheeks.
But I feel like it was also some hip action. I don't know if I can
Nah,
make
play
my
it
shit.
again. Play that shit again, man. It's Pride Month, man.
Up and down.
Shit, nah, that's all ass, bro.
You think that's
That's
ass?
all ass. That ain't
It's
even no.
technique till you see what he's doing with his
With his
leg.
toe, what was you doing?
Now see, I gotta take points off the twerk, T-Pain, because you
Because
was
of the
using your
leg?
foot. You know what I'm saying? Go back and watch. When you watch Megan Thee Stallion, them ain't no foot action. They don't gotta tap the foot to make the cheeks clap. Okay? Go back to it. See, watch the foot tap. Oh.
Really pumping it.
Who's that audience? Who is he performing for?
I don't know.
This is crazy.
Why is that crazy?
Nah, throwing it back like that is fucking hot.
If you got it to throw it back, throw it back.
So
You're
hold
jealous
on.
as fuck, Alex.
So this is a dance men are doing now? Like,
What you
we twerk?
mean? He's from Florida.
Well,
First of
you
all-
should not talk.
What are you talking about?
Cause you got your nails done.
Damn.
You say now you mad that
This is nail art, first of all.
Nah, that's dance art.
That's dance art. You right.
All right. You are twerking with your
You
hands.
twerk your fingernails.
Yeah.
Word up. You twerk your. That's what you do.
You really
your
do.
Your little spirit fingers.
That is true.
Spirit
Can't
fingers
be
is
like,
twerking.
this is what
You
guys
know when you do
do
spirit
now.
fingers, you just twerking your fingers.
That's true.
You do know that, right?
You never
didn't know
done that? Little jazz hands?
Yeah.
I don't do that.
You do.
No, I don't. You doing it?
You do it right now.
You're doing it really
what
well,
do you think
too.
you're doing on that machine, Alex? Alex, that's your life.
Yeah,
you
that's
know
your
what I mean?
life.
Your whole life is twerking your fingers.
Your,
on the
your
machine.
nails look
Look,
kind of shiny over there.
Cause I get manicures
Oh,
and pedicures.
so, all right. So you-
I just don't get them.
you got
I don't
twinkly-
go, I don't
twinkly
have that
nails
kind of
too?
time to be in the nail salon like you, Alex. Like I gotta be in and out.
glossy over
you,
there.
You in there with the
glossy.
full art? What you got on there today?
Nail art. It's like a marble type design.
Oh.
Kinda
Looks like
fire.
you pulled your hand out of some guy's ass.
Yeah.
It does. It is that color. It's that color brown. You asked for the doodoo brown. You went in there. Let me get that doodoo brown polish.
Just bent over and ripped his cheeks.
Shout out to all. But see, he's from Florida though. In Florida, that's they've been dancing like that for years.
And even Jamaicans, they do it.
Do what?
I don't know if Jamaican men are doing that.
But you saw that thing of Safari twerking and all that stuff?
That's safari.
I'm not
No,
gonna lie,
but-
T-Pain got a little wagon. T-Pain, you can't. Why would he do this?
Well, if you got it,
That's
you
what
do
I'm
it.
asking.
If you got it, you do it.
No.
Now you on board.
Go ahead.
You ain't got
gotta
it.
have an ass.
I don't understand why one
Bro, you look
foot.
like you checking the weather like Jim Jones. Bro. That's what you doing.
How does he goes,
You got to have the cheeks. You can't do it without the cheeks, bro. You missing
Yeah,
the cheeks.
you gotta
You're
have
missing
some
the
ass
cheeks.
on
You
there.
all tap, no ass. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that shit is
That's
hard.
really, T-Pain was really tapping that ass. Watch this.
Look at it. Bop, bop, bop,
I'm going
bop,
to check the
bop.
weather like Jim Jones. The forecast calls for ass. It's a high chance of cheeks. What else we got, Taylor? It's Pride Month, baby.
It is.
Happy Pride. What else we got, Taylor?
we got to
gang?
be extra strict.
Okay, here we go.
Should be,
So
yeah.
this is going
it a
viral,
try.
kind of. Y'all could give your own
What is
perspective.
this now?
They're saying like how she's looking at her.
Oh shit! Okay, Caitlin Clark is currently going viral for the way she looks at Sophie Cunningham.
That's her teammate?
Yeah.
What's the problem?
I don't know, but people
Happy Pride!
Yeah.
Happy Pride!
admiring.
Caitlin want to set her a screen. What's the problem? I was reading Candace Parker's book. Candace Parker's book is very interesting.
Why? What'd she say?
Because I didn't know those parts of her life. We had her on Breakfast Club this week, but she, she was a woman. She's a woman who was into men. She had a baby, and then she just grew to love a woman. And her and that woman ended up getting married. Her name is Anya, I believe her name is.
On your
But
knees
she-
sucking.
Oh my god.
What?
You know,
Well, can we-
never just move on. Never mind.
We stop acting like,
Yeah,
like we don't play this game every single week.
I wanted to have.
Hold on.
Never mind.
You're not
I
gonna
was
catch
gonna have
me.
a nice conversation about. Her name is really Anya.
Come on, bro.
Charlamagne.
What do you mean?
Shut up.
Well, look it up, Taylor. Look it up. And you know what's so crazy?
Yeah, what is crazy?
That
You
was
try-
a good one, but I'm too stupid to even realize that was a good one. I was really being serious. I wasn't even thinking that about that moment. Like that. Look up Candace Parker's wife's name. Candace Parker's wife's name. That wasn't good. I could have got you with that, but I didn't even think that. No, her name is really Anya
You
Anya.
got me with both. Can this dick fit in your mouth?
See, look.
Oh, no, that's Anna.
Anna.
In the book, she don't spell it like that though.
How'd she spell it?
I thought she spelled it Anya in the book. Huh. But I just found it very
Yeah,
interesting.
right here.
It is, yeah, Anya. Okay, Anya's her nickname. Anya. Got you.
She got a little white Nubian.
Yes, but man, the way she breaks it all down in the
Let me
book.
see that little white Nubian queen. Click on that shit.
6'5".
What's wrong with that?
She's not
Still
little.
white.
Listen, but she breaks it all down in the book. She talks about how it was the fact that she was. They were lesbians, right? And nobody knew. She didn't even know. It's like she was like, damn, I actually like this person.
Wait,
'Cause
wasn't she with a basketball
that's
player?
my point. She was with a guy and had a baby, but just naturally grew to love
Anya.
this woman. And then she talks about all of the differences, like, she's Russian, she's white. She's a black woman. Like she just talked about all of the different reasons she didn't want nobody to know.
She probably was bi though the whole time.
No, she was. She never had she didn't.
How
That's
do
my
you just
point.
Start liking a
That's
girl?
my point.
Come on, yo. Come
I
on.
feel
yo.
sorry for the guy because even the baby didn't keep her there.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I mean, I don't think she was with the guy anyway. Though.
What was the guy's name?
Together?
I forgot the guy's name.
Sheldon? Was it
I
Sheldon?
think yeah, something like that.
Something.
Her book is very interesting though. Like Candace is very
Open?
very open. That's exactly. A lot of people be holding it back a little bit in their memoirs. She gave it all up.
I love it.
It's a really, really good read. I'm just bringing up this story to let you know that, sometimes, man, your homeboys, they want to be more than your homeboys. And
Have you ever had that experience?
nah, I'm not personally, not yet.
How, do you feel insulted at all that nobody tried you?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
But Anya was always gay, right? Or did
No.
they both like men?
Yeah, they both found each other.
How?
I'm telling you, Anna's parents stopped talking to her for like a year
Because
when they found out she was a lesbian.
Oh, wow.
Yo, I'm telling you, her book is so interesting. It's in the chat. Damn,
What's that?
I thought I had it on me.
doesn't.
do they
Damn, I should have bought it with me.
Discovered gay.
How old are they too? Like 40 years old. I'm gay. No.
Candace isn't 40 yet. I think Candace is like 38, 39. How old
Either
is
way,
Candace?
that's still very old to figure out if you're gay or not.
Maybe not, but that's the beauty of it. That's why when she was on Breakfast Club, I asked her that, like, what else have you learned about yourself in life that you realize, oh, that's not me? I think that a lot of us are just afraid to actually continue to grow and embrace our whole totality. I think that we get stuck and rigid in things, and you don't even realize, like, I'm only doing this because society tells me I need to do it, or this is the box that I put myself in. When you actually open up and allow yourself to be free, you can find true love.
Yeah, but I'm saying deep down, she probably knew that she liked girls, though. Like, just because she didn't open up about it doesn't mean she didn't know herself.
Well, listen, I've been on this podcast a million times. Nobody's been able to finesse me out of my briefs yet.
But have they tried? Has anybody ever tried to?
But I haven't even had that type of connection. You got to read the book. Like her and Anna had a connection.
Yeah.
Like they grew to have just an emotional, spiritual, mental connection. It's actually a beautiful love story.
How
Just haven't
important?
met the right guy. That's basically what you're saying.
No, I have no desire.
She didn't either until she met the right girl.
I think there might be desire there. Just out of curiosity, how important is tongue length with lesbian women? Like, if you have a short tongue,
Taylor,
is that
Taylor, move on, Taylor.
No, I mean that sincerely. Like, if you have a long tongue, is that like really desirable amongst lesbians? Or a short tongue? Like, my tongue doesn't go down that
I don't think
far.
it's about the tongue. I think it's about how many speeds your scrap on is.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
You think?
that
Wait,
7 to 9 speed scrap on?
wait a minute. Does it pump independently from you? A strap on?
No.
It can probably.
No, I got the speeds.
You talking about vibrating?
That's unfair. That's unfair.
No.
gotta make
Google
that
7-speed scrap on.
They gotta make that shit
Do I have to teach y'all everything? Jesus Christ,
If y'all
man.
want dick, you got to come to the source, yo. We're not doing this shit where we make fake dicks
I
no
wouldn't
more.
want no organic dick when that GMO got 9 speeds.
I heard that it's hard, though.
What? That's the
Like,
point, Taylor.
No, I'm saying, like,
What?
if someone had dick already, if a girl had dick already, and her just completely go to a girl, she probably misses a dick, like the real dick.
I don't know. I just think it's a beautiful love story. That was the moral of the story. And the moral of the story is to remain open as you get older because you just never know. You know another good book I read like that? I just read Bobby Brown's book. The makeup artist Bobby Brown. It's called Still Bobby.
Yep.
And Bobby is a person who has created $2 billion companies throughout her life, right? But when you read the book, and I don't want to give too much of the book away, she talks about her licensing deal that she did with Estee Lauder, that she ended up giving up her name and likeness for 25 years, but she still was the creative behind the brand. But then she starts talking about the friction she ended up having with Estee Lauder, where they were trying to take her out of all of the creative, aspects of it. So that's when she started to get fed up. So as soon as her contract was up, she launched, Jones Road makeup. But the thing I love about Bobby's book is it just shows you how nothing stops in life unless you stop it. Like, you're a comedian now.
Yeah.
No telling what you're going to be in another 10 years, Schultz. No telling what you're going to be in another 20 years. The only thing that can stop you from growing is you. If you say to yourself, oh, I'm a comedian, I did it, hey, Madison Square Garden was the peak of me. I don't know where else I might go. You might end up running for office one day. You don't know.
I might be a lesbian.
You already are.
Hey, I've thought that.
You already are.
I've thought that.
You know what I'm saying? Depending on your dick size, you've been scissoring.
I do scissor. I love a limp dick scissor. You just flap that thing up against it.
Allow yourself to remain open and grow. Don't let these people put you in a box. Don't let these people tell you what you're supposed to be. Did you Google 7-speed strap-on?
I can't. This is a work computer. It's not gonna let me.
Shout out.
Work.
Shout out.
I'm asking you to do some research.
Literally, when I do it, it's saying like something wrong happened. It's not
What the fuck is going on?
It's not letting me.
All right, what else we got, Taylor? Give me some more by any means
Shout out
necessary.
Candace, though. Good for you, man.
Man, shout out Candace Parker. Go pick up Candace Parker's book. It is called The Can Do Method. Hold on, let me make sure I said the right name for it. Candace Parker book. You'll see when she do the Breakfast Club this week. I love people's memoirs. Memoirs are my favorite shit, yo.
Inspiring.
Yes, man, because when you see what people went through, yes, The Can Do Mindset by Candace Parker. That's what it's called. What else we got, Taylor? Give me some more by any means necessary.
You guys pick which one.
Huh?
You pick.
Huh?
What is throw them clap?
That's the T-Pain one. We already did
I
that.
can't even see this shit. Hold
Me
on.
neither.
Stop playing with the wild. I mean, pick one, Taylor. Give us something.
No
Okay,
prenup dance. Go to that. What's that?
Everyone was talking about them.
Man, get off them young kids' dick, man. Let Travis Hunter and his boo live their life.
That's
you
facts.
unmarried heathens.
I don't know why.
Y'all so mad y'all ain't got no goddamn body to
This dance
love.
is so funny though.
That ain't the no prenup dance. That's the I just got married to the love of my life dance.
The reason why I put that is because people were making a big deal that he didn't get a prenup.
Man,
That's
shut
why.
the fuck up. Y'all ain't even got nothing. Nobody want to do prenups with y'all.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of people who ain't got nothing
Facts.
that nobody even cares about doing a prenup with. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Facts.
Whenever somebody says, hey man, you leave with what we came with, that mean you ain't got nothing.
Facts.
And they know it. Okay? You don't need no fucking prenup. Shout out to Travis Hunter. Shout out to his girl. I don't know why we care about them young people's relationships so much. If it works out for them, God bless. If it doesn't, what is that going to do for you?
We'll talk about it then.
That's it.
Prom promises. What's that?
So there's a new trend happening with prom. They're giving like it's like a prom proposal. Hold on.
Prom proposal.
Yeah.
Or they promised to give up the cheeks?
It's weird. Like they're gonna promise it's gonna be a great night.
What does that mean?
I promise to cherish this moment.
So that's the video. Y'all almost missed it. They give prom promises like rings. Y'all just missed it.
What the fuck, man? You know what this is? This is just
It's like
people,
a wedding to them.
This is just people adding spice to tradition. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like they
You don't
needed to
have to-
add spice to the prom. What is the point of a prom promise though?
They're giving rings out. Like they promise it's gonna be a good night. That's what they just said to each other.
I mean, this kid. All right.
God bless, man. You know what I'm saying? If they got the money to do this type of shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about teenagers because I can't say what I want to say.
What do you
Why
want
not?
to say?
I don't want to have
They're 18. They're 18.
No,
This
they're
is
not.
prom. Prom, you're 18, aren't you?
No, these are kids in high school. I don't even want to say what I want to say. You know?
Let's assume that they were 19.
No.
Why?
Just
Is
because
this-
then we
you
could
can
get the
say-
opinion.
All I was going to say is you take the ring back if you don't have a good night?
Yeah.
If you don't have a good night, do you take the ring back?
Because then it's not a promise. You got to keep your promise.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
I don't like that. I don't like that. You should have to earn that.
Did you go to your prom?
Yeah, I went to 2 proms. I went to
With your girl or someone else?
I went with my wife. She hated it, and I went with another young lady I was dating.
How was that?
Oh,
It was cool.
Did you?
No. Neither night. No promises were kept. There was no promises made either. No promises were made. No promises.
Do you
were
remember
kept.
what you wore?
Yeah, I got those pictures online. I got prom
Yeah.
pictures online.
Wait, really?
That picture they be pulling up where they be saying my eyebrows are arched.
that's your prom picture?
Yeah.
Did you get your eyebrows done for it?
Yeah, they was arch. I'm not gonna sit here and lie about it. It was arch. I told you I got caught up, man. These women gassed me up, told me that Tupac gets his eyebrows arch.
No way.
Yeah, that's the problem picture.
Click on that picture immediately. No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro.
wow.
You look like KRS-One. What the fuck?
Where's your date at? This is not OnlyFans. This is
Why the fuck would I take a picture with my date?
Because it's prom.
I've been a narcissist. Why would I go to a prom and take a picture with somebody? Where was she?
That,
Why?
son, that's crazy.
What are you doing?
Looking ridiculous.
I don't even think you look ridiculous.
The eyebrows, though.
Where was
The
it?
eyebrows.
All right, eyebrows a little bit, but besides that, suited up, lovely.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't even remember which prom that was.
You don't have a
I do
flower
have
on
a
your
prom
thing.
picture with. I have a prom picture with the other young lady that I was dating. I don't. My wife was mad at me, so that's probably why I'm taking this picture by myself.
She was mad that you went with another woman.
No, I just fucked up the whole prom shit. I was supposed to rent a car.
What'd you do?
So what'd you do?
Forgot to rent the car. I wasn't old enough to rent no cars. I had to get somebody to get it. And then I had no fucking...
So someone drove you to the prom or something?
She ended up having to drive her dad's car. It was bad. It was fucked. It's one of those things that's like, you deserve the world, man. This is why I gotta go so hard now. Because I'm the type of person still beat myself up over shit like this.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
20-something years ago.
Because it's the prom. You know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to...
Was it her prom too?
Yeah.
It was only her prom.
Oh.
I wasn't in school. I was already kicked out by
That's what I was wondering,
Hey.
why you went to prom.
The probably didn't even let me on campus.
Oh,
it
was
wasn't
it
on
same
campus. I
school?
forgot where that prom was at. Yeah, it was just fucked up. It was bad. It was all bad that night. It was horrible. What year was that? It had to be like 99, 2000.
No, that was 90s for sure.
Yeah, my wife graduated in the year 2000.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
She's younger.
Yeah. I don't fucking remember. What else we got, Taylor Gang? What else we got? Oh, man, did you see Cardi B
Yeah.
living her best life with Stephon Diggs?
Well,
Man, moment of silence, man. Listen,
Moment of silence.
no, for real, because
why? Why do you feel so bad?
People. This is the thing. It's not even just necessarily about Offset. I don't have any emotional connection to Offset. Salute to Offset. Know the brother. I hate that he got to go through this, but it should be just a lesson
Yeah.
to men. Cause boy, when women are ready to move on, when they've had enough of your shit, or when they over you,
Yeah, but
boy,
he asked for it though.
no, he didn't.
Before these pictures is how he was trolling her. Yes.
What was he saying? I wasn't paying no attention. I really wasn't. What was he saying?
He was like,
Cardi don't play fair.
No, she
First
don't.
of all, Cardi is a beautiful young lady. Cardi, first of all, she's a beautiful young lady. He said that this guy's fucking the shit out of her, right?
Wait, she said that?
Yeah, she said that on Instagram. She's like, this dude is fucking
Something
the
like
shit out of her.
that.
Something like, I'm paraphrasing, but she basically like the dude fucking the shit out of her. He's a world-class athlete. He got a 3-year, $69 million contract. Wow. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He doing shit like all of these dozens of roses. He on the fucking yacht, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I gotta watch this play out. You the mother of my children, my ex-wife.
I'd ask for
That
child.
shit gotta hurt, bro.
shut up.
I would ask for support if it was
Why?
like this.
Why? Why y'all act like that when he did his dirt?
no.
I'm not saying he didn't. I'm just saying as a man, you gotta can we sit back and look and be like, damn, this is a teachable moment for a lot of us. I don't want to be this.
No, you don't want to be this.
No,
You don't wanna be this.
No, man. God.
Because he never
damn.
thought it could be like this.
What?
He might have thought that he was the one that was more popping.
Yeah,
Because you
probably.
believe
But
the
he-
delusion, you get caught up in your bubble.
Men lie.
They lie.
Listen, do you really think Mason was telling the truth when he said, on Tell Me What You Want From Me, want to see you happy even if it's not with me?
No.
You really? Y'all really believe that bullshit?
No,
I don't
no.
say that either. I would
No.
never say that.
I want to see you happy, but not with anybody else.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
you're not with me, be alone.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, God forbid, if I was to die, why would I want my husband to like be with someone else?
Okay, so now you understand how we
No, that's
feel.
crazy.
Hold on,
No,
hold
it's
on.
two different things.
No, it's not.
It's two different
It's the same
things. It's two different. No, it's
thing.
not.
Hold on,
'Cause
hold on.
he did his own dirt.
Sure.
But I'm saying if we were in a love relationship and God forbid something happened,
You would
no.
not want him to go
No.
find love again?
No.
Why
So
not?
how- now
you
you-
dead.
Whoa, who died?
Hypothetically. Hypothetically.
That was the hypothetical that she said. She said
That
if she
she died?
dies.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that ain't fair. Taylor, come on.
Right.
Stop,
Oh,
stop,
that's
stop,
crazy.
Stop. I thought you said y'all just moved on. I didn't
No.
transition to the afterlife.
I'm just saying, like, no, I don't want, no.
What do you mean no?
I'm his own, no.
I wouldn't, though.
wouldn't want that.
I'd never be in love
I wouldn't
again.
be
I know that for a
happy.
fact. I would never be in love again.
I would hunt,
But you.
if I could, hunt the.
Taylor, I'm with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say and act like I'm not with you. I didn't care. I was
Did you hear what she just said? She said she said, I would haunt.
Me too.
I would haunt.
I was
She
capping.
would haunt him?
No, the girl. Like, I would definitely make her.
I'm haunting everybody. Even the kids. Go tell your mama. Boo! You know what I'm saying? Mama, you gotta cut this shit out. Daddy won't let us sleep. All right? No, I'm with you, Taylor, 100%. I ain't with that shit either.
No way.
I ain't with that shit.
You really think y'all would be. No.
So you saying if it's the other way around, y'all not gonna move on?
No. I know I'm not. I promise you I'm not. When you find love, like actual, real
But
love,
would you clap something
That's
up?
what I'm talking about. You might not.
I don't
That's a
know
different
if I
thing.
could, bro.
You don't know if you could clap
I
something
really
up?
don't know. I'm not even joking. I don't know if I could.
What if something like maybe 27 years old came through? She's just like, listen,
Definitely
I
not.
know you're struggling.
Definitely not.
I
Definitely
just
not.
wanna suck it
Definitely
out of
not. Definitely not. You know why? Because I could
suck the
I could
trauma
see,
out
first
of
all, I don't
you.
even want to
I
have this
wanna
conversation.
suck the
I don't even want to have
struggle
this
out of you.
conversation. I don't even want to speak this thing. But I would feel like that person's watching you.
What if she said, your wife sent me here? I'm a
I
medium.
don't want to talk about this.
What if she said,
No.
what if she said, I'm a medium?
I'm gonna say I wear a
That's
large.
crazy.
What you say?
I wear a large. Okay. All right. I'm not a fucking medium. This is, but all jokes aside, the only reason us as men are feeling like that is because it's like she looks so happy
Yeah.
with another man. And I know Offset might have fucked up and, did some things, but god damn. Don't you feel his pain just a little
Yeah.
bit? Come on, man.
You
My
felt
whole-
like it didn't happen to you or something like that before?
I don't want to talk about it, Taylor. You just being very triggering today. Why? Okay? Why? My homeboy 6'4" is on Instagram. My homeboy 6'4" said, God damn, man, this feel like stepping on a Lego in the dark. He said, I know Offset felt like he stepped on a Lego in the dark. Look at Cardi,
She
man.
deserves to be happy,
Boy.
though. Because you heard I feel like I heard her pain when she was on IG, like, cussing him out.
I'm going to say this.
yeah.
Can I say this?
Please.
Round of applause to Cardi B. This is exceptional use of social media. Like, this is how you're supposed to use social media. When Neo said when Jay-Z said you don't get it back like that, god damn, this is getting it back.
Yeah.
Boy, she getting her get back in ways that we can't even imagine.
So what happened? What was the history of the relationship?
I
What-
don't
It's a lot of
remember.
cheating.
This.
He cheated or she cheated?
He cheated.
Oh,
A
really?
lot. And just went through, just a lot of. And then trolling. When I say trolling, he said something to her like, well, I had gotten a baby from you, so I won, or something like that. Like, he just is very, very mean.
You know what's wild about this, though? There's women probably in the industry, because if Offset wants to, like, get his get back on social media, he'd have to get with somebody in the industry. They not going to rock with him publicly because of Cardi.
Because they're afraid of her?
Yes.
Oh, like
they probably
she'll-
don't want to smoke with Cardi or whatever comes with that.
But would she care? I feel like she's moved on.
No, I don't think the woman the woman wouldn't want to be with Offset because of Cardi.
What I'm saying is, would Cardi even care that Offset was with somebody
Depends
else?
who it is.
Offset can only get like the Insta models. Like, I don't think he could get someone that's
Could you
like.
stop? Why y'all so
Yo,
disrespectful to say?
You just like
Taylor be
how?
kicking niggas
For no
Why?
reason.
It's literally what you
LeBron
just said.
this,
Though.
Offset
It's
that.
literally what you just said.
You
I'm
gonna
just
make
saying
Seth
he's
put his
not
list
gonna
up.
get.
I'm not saying Seth not knocking it down privately. He might be knocking some down privately. I'm just saying publicly, nobody gonna go public. You know what I mean?
How do we feel about Offset asking for marital support?
Spousal.
Spousal support.
I don't think you should be asking for spousal support unless you actually need spousal support. If you're a man
he's
that's
asking for it.
because all the guys that I've ever seen ask for spousal support, I know that they couldn't make $1 or wasn't making no money without the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're Offset, you already got money and you have a means of making money. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you should be asking for spousal because you're actually taking money from your kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather you just Don't put me on nothing. As long as I'm not on no child support and no spouse support, cool. You use that money for the kids, you know. But I don't see the need.
Go do some shows. It's not like you're not capable of making money. I get what you're saying.
That's right.
Like you have the ability to
right.
generate money, and it seems like you're asking for money from her because you're upset about the situation.
And
Well,
you
he says
cannot
that-
be asking for spousal support when she's out here on a boat with a man that got a contract for 3 years, $69 million.
Yeah.
It's just like
Don't add up. Yeah. It's not very gangster.
And they're about to get into it too, though.
Who?
Stefan
Diggs?
and Offset, they're throwing little jabs at each other.
You think he cares?
I don't like that either. Leave that alone. Like, them guys should not be beefing over the decisions that Cardi B has made. Cardi B is a grown-ass woman. Y'all not together. She has the right to move on. They should not be beefing. Them guys shouldn't even be talking about smoke with each other in no way, shape, or form. No.
But why can a woman ask for spousal support, even if she has means of making money after?
Well, usually the women that ask for it don't.
No, I'm saying, what if she can make money?
The
We're fine with that.
reason why they ask is because oftentimes they bear the burden of child rearing.
It's child support most of the time, not spousal.
Yeah. Now they do ask for spouse support, and some are abusive with it. It happens way more often that the women are abusive with it than the men, 100%. But I think the consideration we make is like, all right, well, if the mom's going to take care of the 3 kids 7 days a week, and you're not going to do anything, you might as well contribute financially.
And in most of the cases, when we see women going after men for spousal support, it's because that man was their means of income.
You
know what I mean? That's my only thing. If you can make money on your own, you don't need to be asking for spousal support.
So you think he's doing it as a punitive measure? He's trying to punish her?
That's what I saw. I saw they said it was something legal. I forgot what the thing was. I don't even know if that rumor was true. I didn't look it up. I didn't go look for the paperwork.
Didn't Cardi go have a convo on Twitter?
Oh yeah, she did. She did.
She didn't seem very happy about it.
I don't know, man. All I know is, man, this hurt my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys, if you got
why are you more sad than happy for Cardi, though?
No, we just did a whole 10 minutes about how happy
You're going
we are
back
for
to
her.
being sad, though.
Yeah, it's also sad.
I'm sorry that you don't have a thing called empathy, Taylor. You know, maybe it's a man thing. And I'm not saying that.
No, women can't wait for a woman to move on.
I don't know what set deserves.
Y'all love it when women move on. There's whole
No, it's
movies
not
made
that.
about women
like
moving
I just
on.
told you literally heard the pain that was like coming from her when it came to their relationship. For real.
She was really hurting.
Yeah, like
you kept seeing-
did you not hear it before?
Yes.
Yeah, like
listen, I'm Team Cardi all day. Okay, ain't up there. I'm sure everybody knows that. I'm Team Cardi all day long. I'm just simply saying, as Team Man as well,
Yeah.
I can just hurt
Should've
someone
known
like,
better.
God damn, she happy.
he had, but he had all the chances. He had all the chances, and he just didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, really, for real, for real.
3 kids
We
is a
don't
lot
know
of
that.
kids.
Yes, we do.
I don't know the
we
whole ins
literally
and outs of
do.
that situation.
We literally do. No.
Okay, you're right, because there's nobody that puts it out there like that. By the way, entertainers, you don't have to do that no more. Why do we do that? Why? Why do y'all give us everything?
Keep it private.
Some of this stuff we don't need to know about at all in no way, shape, or form. Like, you don't got to go on Instagram, Spaces, none of that, and rant. Like, no, we don't care. Because I really do want entertainers to think about the future. Your kids are going to hear and see this shit. You know what I mean? Like, I would not want them to hear mom saying I wanted dad to die.
No, that's crazy.
Now I'm crashing out. Because now I'm going to crash out and I don't give a I want you to die, but I want you to die slow.
That's a little far. That's a little far. That's a little far.
I get it. You know, emotions can overwhelm people, but that's a bit much, man. 'Cause I'm already dying on the inside because you on this yacht with this man who got a 3 year, $69 million contract.
It's
and
really
he said
about
he's
the
fucking
money.
the shit out of you. Okay? Have you not killed me enough? Okay? Am I not already dead to you? I gotta die physically now?
All his friends.
I gotta die
saw it.
literally?
Yeah.
I'm figuratively dead.
Every conversation you have, you know that your boys saw that clip and they're just avoiding bringing it up. How do you even bring that up?
And the other thing I think about, man, we're men, bro. Alex, you got a fiance. Showed you married. I'm married. Taylor, you got a boo. Chris, you married. Just imagine being with this person all of these years. Think about all of the amazing, intimate, sexual moments y'all had with each other. It's literally like watching one of your greatest players go play for another team? You got to go watch them score 40 in another jersey? Oh, my God. Oh, you like, I taught her that move. You know what I'm saying? You know the moves you taught them.
Oh, no.
Like, can you imagine?
No.
Can you imagine? It's like, yo.
No.
Like, I'm thinking about basketball. I'm thinking about, like, Malaysia for Wallace. She played for the University of South Carolina for 2 years, you know. Dawn instilled that discipline in her, got her game under control. You know, they won a championship. She knows how to win. Now you're taking all that to LSU. So I got to watch you ball out for LSU. It's the same thing. Like,
yeah.
oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, my God.
I think it's like a little bit easier to watch a female basketball player play for another college, but but I get what you're saying, though. I do get your passion for the game, and I do understand.
Like, you don't know what to
imagine?
say.
No, I'm trying to imagine if a female college basketball player played for a different college, how difficult
I
it would be for me.
I love women's basketball. I'm just saying, okay, just think about it. That little thing your wife do to you that just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
All right. I don't want to imagine.
God, go to commercial, man. I can't.
We need to pay some
wanna talk
bills.
about
We need to
that.
pay some bills
This
right
is
now.
crazy. I might knock everything in this fucking room over. You know what I'm saying? Just even the thought of it. God damn, this is just crazy.
I gotta
world.
pee too. I'll be right back.
Shit, see what I'm saying? We all need a fucking
Yeah, we need a
break.
little break.
We need a breather after that shit.
To, do the pre.
All right, man. The moral of the story is, brothers, if you got somebody good, hold on to them, man. Jesus Christ. Let's pay some bills. Summer is here. Okay? More sun, more light, more time to do all the things that make summer so special. And the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer, spending hours cooking inside. That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle over summer and beyond. With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals. Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. Factor powers your day, sun up to sundown, with nutritious breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. Factor has your whole day covered. Enjoy more this summer. Get Factor if you want all the flavor and none of the fuss. I'm telling y'all right now, eating right is a must. It is essential, but one of the hardest things to do in regards to eating right is having the right healthy meals right there, you know, at your disposal, you know, unless you got a beautiful woman to cook them, okay? Or if you can cook your goddamn self. But some of y'all have neither. So you need to get started at factormeals.com/idiots50off and use code idiots50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box of Factor. That is code idiots50off at factormeals.com/idiots50off for 50% off plus free shipping. Factormeals.com/idiots50off. You want to do Squarespace shows?
Yes, sir. This episode has been brought to you by our OGs, man, Squarespace. Thank you, Squarespace, obviously, for supporting everything that we've been doing here for so long. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain, showcase your offerings with a professional website, grow your brand, and get paid all in one place. They get discovery completely locked down. They have the SEO tools that's going to help you with that. I mean, every app, a website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions and auto-generated sitemap. So basically, you show up more in more search engines and more search results. Squarespace Domains makes it easy to find the best name for your business at one fair, all-inclusive price. No hidden fees or add-ons. And every Squarespace domain comes with advanced privacy and security tools included to ensure your domain remains online and protected. Plus, Squarespace provides everything you need to bring more of your dream to life, whether that means building the website or adding a professional email service to it. Don't wait to claim your name. Invest in your dream domain right now. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code IDIOTS to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now let's get back to the show.
Hezekiah Walker, what church announcements you got, sir?
Man, Life is on Netflix, and this week, Tires Season 2 comes out on Netflix as well. from the brilliant minds of Shane Gillis,
Shane, the sperm Gillis.
McKeever, sperm Gillis, and Gerben. They're absolutely brilliant. First season went crazy, so let's all watch it as a family this time around as well. Season 2 is I think 12 episodes. So
You on in it?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
be in it.
All
Yeah,
right.
me and Tommy Pope played a WAPs. Shout out Tommy. And yeah, I'm excited for this season. They got like a lot of big guest cameos in this season as well. Like Vince Vaughn pops in, Thomas Hayden Church pops in, just a bunch of folks. So
What a
it's cool.
success story, Shane Gillis.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Tried to
Cancel
get-
culture
tried to
thought
get him outta here.
had him the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I
it
mean, they
is.
dropped a nuke on Shane.
Literally.
That sperm kept swimming. That sperm,
Unlike mine.
that plan B couldn't stop it. Okay, abortions couldn't stop it.
And think about it, canceled before he was anything.
Cancel before you.
A lot of people that we hear about get canceled are already popular, right? But when it happens before you have built anything, you really don't even have an audience to rely on.
Best thing to happen to him, though. They gave him the best press in the world. I never knew the name Shane Gillis. I thought Shane
Until
Gillis was
that.
Asian. And didn't an Asian guy get canceled from SNL too? Wasn't Shane on SNL? Or am I making this up?
No, he was on SNL and then he was kicked off. Yeah.
Was there an Asian that got kicked off around the same time?
I think
He was canceled for making an Asian joke.
yeah.
You see how this fucking shit travels?
Yeah.
I thought Shane Gillis was Asian. I'm not even joking. I thought he was an Asian.
The most
who got
Irish
canceled
name ever.
from SNL.
Yeah,
I didn't think nothing of it. You know what I mean? And then later I was like, oh, he does look a little.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks a little Asian-y.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't
I
know.
think so. Yeah,
But it is a wild story. And then to come back and host
come
it
on,
twice.
man. Have to host it twice. Have your own special.
Just goes to show you, like, this is a pendulum that's swinging, and the things that affect people and the way that people are punished, people forget about years later, and we act like it never happened.
This too shall pass. The only
Yep.
thing that can stop you in those situations is you. It's really that
Don't
simple.
stop swimming.
Positive. My church announcements are Uncommon Favor by Don Staley, out right now.
Still crushing it.
Number 2 book in the country.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Behind Jake Tapper, Original Sin. I don't know where we're going to fall this week on the
Low
list.
key, if Tapper and them were honest about Biden in the first place, that wouldn't even be a book.
It
So
wouldn't
that's
even be a
really the
fucking
number one book.
That is a fact.
If you wanna call
is
it
a
what
fact.
it is, it's the number one book.
That is a fact. Jake was supposed to do Breakfast Club this week. He pulled out. I wonder if he pulled out because it was shit I was saying.
You think?
I don't know.
You think?
I don't know.
He's like, I already got the number one book. Why am I
Why do
doing
I
any more
why do I have
press?
to go subject myself to this?
Out of here.
punishment?
Fuck
But
out
yes,
of here. Because it was going to be punishment. I know
Not
you,
really. It was just gonna be questions. I just want everybody to be held accountable.
you were
like
going to light his ass up.
it
I
was
know
just
you.
it was just a simple question.
I know
How
you.
is a media member? How do you feel knowing you knew all of this and didn't say nothing? Like we had Congressman
Bro.
Eric what's his name? What's Congressman's Eric? Oh, I'm gonna tell you his name right now. We
While
had
you-
him on this morning.
While you look at his name, it is interesting, though, that like the media often asks podcasters, now that people are listening and consuming information from us, they go like, where is your level of expertise? What responsibilities do you have for your audience? They bestow all this responsibility on us that they do not even uphold for
That
themselves.
you don't even uphold.
So why the fuck you asking us?
Y'all sat there and watched Biden mumble and bumble around for 4 years, and we were just sitting back observing and saying to ourselves, this guy can't be fit to run, and y'all did nothing or said nothing.
And sorry, go.
No, Congressman Eric Swalwell, that's his name. Cool dude, we had him on Breakfast Club. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not getting caught by that shit.
What do you mean, bro?
Swallow
His
this nut.
name- No, his name
No,
is
his name is really.
Eric Swalwell.
I'm not falling for that.
It is right
It
there.
is.
I ain't gonna look.
Okay, but
That was a good setup, though.
I know, why do you keep...
Looking in the
I'm
phone,
like,
too.
God damn, that is a good. I don't know that shit until after the fact. For whatever reason, my brain don't work
Senator
with that
gulp
shit.
a lot. Like this, I'm not falling for it, and I don't care. I get it. You know, politicians. I'm not falling for it. It's not gonna happen. Congressman Swallow.
When he was talking, I kept asking him a simple question over and over. Why should we ever trust Democrats ever again, knowing that y'all upheld this lie? I just finished reading The Original Sin. So when I hear you talk, I'm like, well, what was the Democrats' excuse when they chose to be accomplices in the cover-up of Biden's physical and mental decline? It's the same thing. Y'all did the same. Y'all got on television and pretended to act like everything was fine, knowing behind the scenes he was not the one. Why should we ever trust the Democratic Party after they lied to us so long about President Biden? And I'm big on this because I just read The Original Sin, and I'm just like, I don't see. I think that Democrats have tried every strategy except for two things: honesty and courage.
Yeah.
It's really a
We
simple question.
clearly can't trust the Democrats that are currently in power that upheld the lie.
And that's what I keep telling them.
That's- yeah.
Anybody that wants to be the future of the party has to throw the Biden shit under the bus. Now, Eric and all of these guys will be like, well, we didn't know. You got to cut it the fuck out.
Isn't it your job to know? Aren't you journalists? Aren't you the
you're
media?
actually
Like-
around him. Where not? Shows. When have you ever met Joe Biden?
Huh?
Have you ever met him?
I was going to say a joke, but I didn't have one.
I never met him either.
Yeah, I never met
But
him.
we got eyes. So imagine seeing that in person is what I'm saying. So
Wait a minute, you did meet him.
no, it's over Zoom.
FaceTime.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's over
right.
Zoom.
Yeah,
Zoom.
yeah.
But my whole point with that is like, if they couldn't be honest about that, what would they be honest? Would they be honest about anything in the future? And so my conversation with Jake Tapper would be simple. You are a media personality. You're on CNN, one of the biggest shows every day. You got the same eyes, the same ears that I have. Way before that debate, you had to see what we all were seeing.
Yep.
Instead of letting people just go out there on a limb and say things and, oh, Biden should step down, Biden's too old. Instead of just asking answers, is Biden too old to run? Right. Should Biden step down? Right. How about use some journalistic integrity and tell people?
Yeah.
Maybe that would have pushed them out way earlier.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's a good point.
Maybe.
No, I think you make a good point. And they will not be held accountable for that.
They will not be held accountable.
But they'll hold us accountable if we don't ask every perfect question to whatever politician comes on our podcast or our platform. We will be held accountable.
Which one?
I'm just saying, like, if we had Trump on, it's like, why didn't you ask him about this? Why don't you ask him about that?
Oh,
Why don't
yes.
you ask him
Oh,
about
my
that?
God. Oh, they
like-
lose their fucking mind.
Critique every single thing we do when you literally protected the guy that was unfit for office, and then you write a book profiting about it. You can't be at least they cannot be surprised if there is a lack of trust. That's all I'll say. Maybe you did it with the best intentions or whatever the hell you justify it as, but you cannot now be surprised if people are going, I don't know if I could trust these individuals, because now they're saying the truth, now that it is maybe more out in the open. So will they lie again?
Listen, you bring up a great point, Schultz, and one of the great points that you just brought up is simply when we interview people will be in our comments, they'll be in our mentions, they'll be texting our phone. Why'd you let them say this? Why'd you let them say that? Listen, I'm a radio personality. I try to be informed. You're a comedian. I know you try to be informed, but we're going to miss things. Like, we're not going to catch everything, right? But that's not our primary job. So the same scrutiny you hold us to, hold that to them motherfuckers on CNN and MSNBC.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
It's just that simple for me.
I just don't understand why they would do it. Like, what advantage do they have? I doubt they're getting paid by the administration in any way. Do they just believe in left-leaning politics to the point that are they so upset and angry at Trump? Are they so concerned about Trump that they're willing to believe anything that isn't Trump? Is that like?
I think it's a combination of all those things. I think if you're on a left-leaning network, you don't want to offend the higher ups in the government, in the administration that are left-leaning, because you still want that access. You want to be able to interview the president. You want to be able to interview the vice president. Like, the administration will do stuff like that. They'll be like, you get no, I mean, both sides do that. Republicans and Democrats. You get no access to us because of your fucked up reporting or because you reported this.
When Trump does it, they go, oh, look at this transactional nature that he has with the people that follow him and the stories, et cetera. And then when Democrats do it, they just write a book about it and make money later.
It's ridiculous. Like literally when we had Eric on this morning, Congressman Swalwell, he was saying like, we got to hold Trump accountable and all his accomplices and everybody who's around him that, is allowing all of these things to happen. And I'm like, but Democrats, y'all do the same exact. All of y'all were accomplices in the cover up of President Biden. And y'all are the reason we're in this situation.
I think that, I could be wrong with this, but I think that like the legacy Democrats still believe that people believe them. And they're the last ones that believe that.
No, you're right.
Do you know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're right.
The jig is up.
You're
like
right.
we get it now. Like we understand that you guys will lie and manipulate to maintain power, and you will protect the other elites that are around you and the other people in positions of power that are around you, and you will do it at any cost.
It's over.
And now we know that. And you guys, it's probably better for you if you recognize that we know it.
And remember what I said, y'all. I've said this a million times, and I will say it over and over and over again. If things don't work out with MAGA, if things end up as bad as people are predicting it's going to be, America is not going to go back to the left. I guarantee you they will just go with a traditional conservative.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of conservatives playing it smart right now because they're actually calling Trump out. They're
Interesting.
actually saying, hey, that's not right. That's wrong. Those are the people that folks are going to look to in the future and be like, you know what, I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Because they're still going to be the party that sounds like they're talking with common sense.
Yeah.
Right? Meanwhile, Democrats really cannot figure out what it is they even stand for.
Right.
So you may not rock with the MAGA,
But
I bet you'll go back to traditional conservative before you go back to what's on the left. Unless the left has a major, major uphaul led by Jon Stewart.
I mean, I think John could do it.
He's
Genuinely.
the only one.
I
if
think he could
Jon
do it.
Stewart don't get into politics, I'm telling you, it's going to be conservative for a while.
I think John could do it.
He's the only one. Everybody else has that DC stain on them. The only way you don't get the DC stain on you is if you throw the old regime under the bus. Sorry.
That's the only way
you got to throw the Biden shit under the bus and run over that motherfucker.
It's the only way to gain our trust.
It's the only way.
Because if you defend the people that lied to us, why would we think you wouldn't also lie?
Why would we think that you not lying?
Yeah, you're complicit. You're complicit.
It's going to be bad. Taylor, what else we got, Taylor gang? Huh?
Hold on.
What we got, Taylor gang? We did the Knicks.
You want to talk about politics more?
What is this?
Labor Department suspends Job Corps centers operations, drawing bipartisan pushback. I mean, it should be bipartisan pushback when you cancel Job Corps. You don't want to suspend Job Corps. That's something that benefits people who actually need it. So it should be bipartisan pushback. Democrats and Republicans should be upset about that. They should be asking the question, why are you getting rid of Job Corps?
I don't even know what Job Corps is.
Man, when I was young, you know how many people I knew that if they didn't go in the military, they went to Job Corps? Just because they was getting in trouble or they was just trying to better their life in some way, shape, or form. Like, that was a thing growing up.
But
Like,
it connects you with
hold on, let me make sure I know what the fuck I'm talking. I just remember people saying they was going to Job Corps.
businesses that are hiring or
No, it's a like a corporate. Let me see. Hold on.
is it state jobs or city jobs?
It's funny. I heard about the same way, but I don't know exactly what it is.
It's a free.
People go there.
I never knew either. I just heard everybody. I promise you, I never looked at it. I just know everybody used to say, I'm going to Job Corps. It is a free federally funded education and job training program in the U.S. for young people ages 16 to 24. It's run by the U.S. Department of Labor, and it's designed to help individuals from low-income backgrounds gain the skills they need to succeed in the workforce, go to college, or join the military. So you would get your high school diploma or GED while you was there. They would they do technical training like healthcare, construction, IT, culinary arts, automotive repair. They gave you free housing, meals, and basic healthcare. They had career counseling and job placement assistance, and they give you a small living allowance.
So this sounds phenomenal. Why are they cutting this?
I did. That's your boy.
They're cutting everything for poor
Yeah,
people.
don't they cutting Medicaid too or something? Or
Cutting Medicaid. Cutting
They're saying they're not. Everybody that's read the bill said they are. So that's when you're going to get me, because I ain't reading no fucking bill.
I ain't reading that bill either.
That's when you're going to get me.
On the
I'm not reading
surface,
bill.
this looks like a horrible thing because it seems to be, and again, it's not just this administration, but I have seen like a lot of push against getting the traditional 4-year degree in some major that doesn't help you get a job.
Trade school, man.
If this is giving you like training in certain trades that we obviously need, then I can't see how it wouldn't be advantageous to maintain it.
And we were kids. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, all the kids that were bad, like they talking about sending me to Job Corps when I was a kid.
Right.
Because it's for 16 to 24-year-olds. So like when they would send you off the Job Corps, you would go to Job Corps, and people would come back productive as a motherfucker. Like they go there and they learn something. You're like, damn, where you learn that at Job Corps? You know, I remember that shit vividly. So the crazy part is I hadn't even heard about Job Corps in so long until they suspended it.
This is not Job Corps, but there's, you know, the guy Aaron the plumber that I talk about all the time. He's so fucking funny. Anyway,
Is he really a plumber?
his story is really inspirational. Like, I mean this sincerely. Like, he's hilarious online, and he's always, trying to catch fades and that kind of stuff like that. But like, not trying to catch fades, but he's never turning down a fade.
Yeah.
But if you look at his posts, like what he talks about, he was involved in some gang shit, got locked up, and then when he came out, he's like, I got to do something to make my life better, and he studied to be a plumber. And he goes, the first positive thing I did for myself in my life, he goes, I failed the test 4 times. I finally passed it. And like, he's incredibly proud of this thing. Like, he worked really hard, he studied, and he found a way to like make money, provide for himself, help his mom out, like help his family out. And he keeps posting now, like, I would rather do this than gangbang any day of the week. Like, he's really embracing taking one control of his life, but doing something positive and productive, right? And I understand he's making content, making music and that kind of stuff, but he hasn't moved away from this idea. Like, he's really proud of this thing that he's done. And I think that that's like really inspirational. Like, you can make a shift in your life.
Hell yeah.
And do something that can create a financial opportunity in the future and give yourself a way out of a very like desperate situation. I fucking love it. So like, the more that we're pushing that kind of stuff, I don't care if you're becoming an engineer, I don't care if you're becoming like an RN or whatever it is, but I love this idea of us embracing these jobs. Not everybody has to be a TikTok superstar. Going and getting a degree in something that you will be making 6 figures in because you invest in yourself, it's fucking awesome.
You're absolutely right. And that's why I always say it's America's fucking fault.
But
if you're mad at China, if you're mad at any of these other countries for the advancements they're making with their citizens, blame your motherfucking self, because they're not teaching us anything over here. Like, our number one commodity feel like it's fucking entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or services.
You want
service
to be a TikTok star? What is that really going to do for you in the future?
Dude, I see it. I see it all the time. I see like young people that like are starting their own businesses. There's a guy who's doing the landscaping for me in our place out east. And like, he's a young guy. He worked in landscaping before. He starts his own business, has his own team. And he's like a young dude getting after it, cool opportunity, and just knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
And I'm like excited by young people that have these dreams that are not simply, I want to be a movie star. I want to be this. It is cool as fuck to start your business.
Yes.
I think
it's cooler.
I think so.
Do you think you need a degree? Do you have a degree?
I do, yeah.
Do you think you need a degree nowadays?
I don't have no fucking degree.
I know, but you're in entertainment. So if you want to start a business, do you think
I don't
you
think
need
it hurts you. I think that like you learn to learn. I think it's a pretty safe way of being on your own. Like, you develop a little responsibility if you can't afford it. But now degrees have become so expensive, and the access that they give you is pretty minimal. So I get, back in the day when a degree might be like 10 grand a year to go to college, and not that many people went to college, you had a massive head start.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It was like, it's almost like you were able to like buy privilege.
Yeah. There was an argument today. That's what I'm asking.
Argument where?
Some people make the argument that it's not working.
They like, Mac was saying that he doesn't think like college does anything now. And Sydney and Brandon were saying that you still need college to, it gives you structure in life and everything.
I agree with that. I think that
it's not bad. And it is the best way to get upward mobility. Like, the quickest way to go from poor to middle class is by going to college.
By the way,
that is the quickest way.
Hold that thought, because I want to go back to that. Job Corps, trade school, college, just give you something to do productive during those pivotal formative years between 16 to maybe 24, 18 to 20. You're out of college when you're 17, 18. So from like 18 to 22, 18 to 24, I would rather you doing that if you 100%. Don't know what it is you want to do. 100%. If you don't know what it is you want to do, if you don't have an actual dream you're chasing and pursuing, nothing wrong going to college, nothing wrong going to Job Corps, nothing wrong going to college. You know what I mean?
100%.
I should have stayed in Job Corps, but now I'm an outlaw. Who was that? Raekwon, the motherfucking chef. You said something just now when I told you to hold that thought. What was it? Oh, poor to middle class.
Yeah.
Nobody ever has that conversation. Why?
Yeah. It's like
nobody ever has that conversation. Even when politicians are talking now, they start. We're creating programs to help you buy a house. $25,000 the loan to go buy a house.
Fuck buy a house.
We're doing things for small businesses and entrepreneurship. Yo. Those are the middle class conversations. How do you get people from poor to middle class? The people that are just sitting around trying to pay rent on their apartment.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The people that are just sitting around trying to make sure that they can put food on their kids' table. What are you talking about, a house?
That's education.
Nobody talks about them, and they're making their time here in America even worse because gutting Medicaid, gutting SNAP, Job Corps, like these are things that are just going to hurt the poor, right?
Yes, like they have said fuck the poor in a real
but
way.
If you are trying to exit poverty, I mean, I think data will show the quickest way out is through education. It is as simple as that.
I got to be able to afford to go to school.
Well, what you do is you do 2 years of community college, then you go get your bachelor's the other 2 years at a city or state school, and there are ways to do it affordably where you're not mounting with $200,000 in debt when you leave. So there are ways to do it through great institutions, and then with that college degree, you want to go further it, you can continue it at a state school. There's probably tons of grants that if you want to get, there are ways to do it, but the single most effective way to go from poverty to middle class is through education. That is massive.
I agree with you. I just think it's I agree with you. Nothing you're saying is wrong. It's just I know the degree of difficulty when you're poor and your stomach is rumbling. And you like, damn, I want to go to community college, but
and you have responsibility for your family too.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta pay this $1,500 a month rent for this apartment. That, you know what I mean? Like it's not it is. Everything you're saying is true, but it's just not easy. If it was, more people would be doing it.
100%. But it is difficult, but it is possible. No politicians are having that conversation about poor and middle class. Democrats are talking housing and small businesses, and the Republicans are just talking about the rich, period. Like, nobody's talking about how do you go from poor to at least middle class. When you're middle class, you're more aspirational than anybody. How do I go from poor to just aspirational? Also, and this is something I think a lot of people don't realize, is like, the confidence boost that I would imagine, I haven't gone through it, but the confidence boost I would imagine, you've gone through it, of going from some level of poverty to middle class, that's the biggest jump. Once you realize you could make it out, once you get to that point where you're providing for yourself and your family, you start going, well, how far can I fucking take this? Like, it's the going from middle class to upper middle class, I think is much easier than going from poverty to middle class.
Absolutely.
And then once you have that battery in your back, you're like, yo, let me see how far I could take this bitch. Like, I invested this much time in my life and this is what happened.
Absolutely.
Boom. So it for me, if I could zero in on a group of people and convince them of the American dream, it is not on TikTok or Instagram. It's not podcasting, to be honest. It's getting you out of that like cycle of poverty and into that middle class dumb, whatever you call, and then convincing there's going to be a percentage of those people that made it out that start going, yo, I'm better than these motherfuckers. Not better as a person, but like I could outcompete them and they might go for it. But if you have the majority of your people that are suffering, let's say not the majority of our people are in the poverty line, but the majority of our people below middle class in America, don't you want to access that pool of talent?
Yeah.
Like, why would you only want your pool of talent to be like the top 10% of people in the country? That's too few people to do anything exciting.
And shout out to all you poor internet famous people.
That's got to be the worst. Being broke and famous got to be the worst.
I mean, you got all them followers, but no food.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got all them followers, and some of y'all don't even have no followers. Yo. I'm like, what are you doing this for?
Son, low key, it ain't just internet anymore. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize, like, these actors don't make any money, and they're not making movies anymore.
Nah.
Like, they're making far less movies than they used to.
That's right.
But they're famous. So you're going to start seeing a lot of actors that we see as famous people not getting a check soon. And what do? Like, does your ego allow you to go back to work? Does your ego allow you to do the things that you need to do to survive? Or do you try to keep what is it called? Keep up with the Joneses? Is that term?
I feel like we've been seeing that already. They either become podcasters, stand-up comics, or DJs.
Damn.
Now you're right.
Damn.
You're right.
Jesus Christ.
No, if you're like a famous person, not everyone, but like if you're a famous person, like, you don't want to hit the road doing stand-up. You don't want to do the podcast every single week. Someone's giving you a bag or promising you some shit and you need some money. And
how do you know when to quit?
Quit what?
Just in general. Like if you're doing, let's say you're doing a a podcast or something or a YouTube show and you've been doing it for a long time.
Never. If you're doing podcasting, you should never quit podcasting.
All right,
Mark Maron just announced it this week.
Yeah, I saw Mark, but I can understand Mark because Mark's been around for so long. Like, Mark probably tired of it.
He said he's burnt out.
Yeah, he's probably like, man, I'm tired of talking about shit every week. You know what I mean?
It is hard to talk for an hour a week.
Quit podcasting.
It is
even if nobody's listening.
No, you got to always keep trying.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
What if you've been doing it for like a few years, but your views haven't grown at all?
I mean, but
do you keep super servicing that 1,000 people that's watching you?
Yes, especially recording that great podcast studio.
Yeah.
If it's your dream, I think that you.
This guy's just trying to.
I know. We gotta ride this podcast, boom.
But you know, it would be better if you had success stories. How many?
I do.
Okay,
we have quite a few.
That's good.
I'm just drawing blanks, but we have quite a few that they started at WTF and then
blew up and left you.
Networks picked them up. I don't sign anybody.
I also feel like you guys have a lot of people who are established that use your studio when they're in town or use it when you're in LA.
But that's different. They're already established, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
people who started out and then they grew their audience and then networks picked them up.
I'll be honest with you, I'm just shitting on people because I hate
you
these
are.
motherfuckers.
Don't do that.
No, not the pods you just named. You know what I hate? I hate these motherfuckers on YouTube who literally will put these titles and then you click on like that's not even
nothing to do with it.
They be getting me, and I'm sitting here.
I know.
So why you think they put it? Because they get people like you.
I read some shit the other day. I'm like,
go on.
The other day I was like, Andrew Schultz obliterates woke Charlemagne. I'm like, well, what the fuck was we talking about that Andrew obliterated me, right?
And then it's just us agreeing. It's
just
us
you
agreeing.
and Chris.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here. In the 11-minute video, the video's like 11 minutes. It's an 11-minute video, and the guy's stopping to talk in between. In the whole video, I go, I just want a president that's going to uphold the Constitution.
Yeah, but your name got clicks. Chris's name doesn't.
What the fuck?
But my theory is you can only get away with that shit for so long.
No, this is what really fucked me up.
Yeah.
I go look in the comments. And there's people in the comments saying, every time I hear Charlemagne talk, it just drives me fucking crazy. Charlemagne don't know what the fuck he's about. Y'all, I didn't even watch. I'm not even talking on the video. So either this is bots.
There is that.
Or y'all just full of shit.
Have you heard of the fake internet theory? I'm not doing anything. The idea that I'm not trying to catch you. The idea is that like they say like something like 50% of the internet is just fake videos and fake bots.
Oh, I believe that.
Commenting and viewing on each other.
I believe that.
So there's going to be a point where eventually the internet is just all AI made shit interacting with each other and nobody really watching anything.
Yo, the video I'm talking about I know it was AI because I could tell by the voice he was talking about, but I'm just like, this is so weird.
All this shit is so corny to me. And eventually I think people are going to start to realize it. The problem is as people start to realize it and the views go down, the titles and the thumbnails get more extreme to try to get more views.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going through right now is we're going through like one of the last phases of this where the titles and the videos and there's an arrow pointing and all this stuff, they're the most extreme because the creators are realizing that the jig is up.
Yes.
The grift is up. You can only lie so many times to your people and not serve them on the thumbnail before they go, I'm not clicking on this asshole videos anymore.
And another thing I hate is when people take clips of us, post it, and say we're talking about somebody. They'll be like, Andrew Schultz claps at such and such, or Charlemagne.
And we don't even mention anybody.
Like, huh?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What are you fucking talking about?
They just need the names for the search engine.
Precedent. That literally can cause nuclear war.
It is.
Because what if that person that you say I'm talking about
now they clap back,
don't even watch the video?
Yep.
And they just see the headline and think such and such said something about me, so now I got to say something about him. Now I really got to nuke you for no fucking reason.
Because now you're talking spicy.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you jump out here and really say how you feel about me.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Because you've been waiting. And I didn't even say shit.
And they don't even watch the video. They're responding to the headline.
I don't want that to happen to nobody.
Funny part is the only people upset is y'all, because all the people at home want to see you nuke that person or whatever it is.
That's fucked up. That's not good content to me.
That is what people want to see. Bro.
I think we're past that era too.
It will run its no. I think it's running its course.
That shit is over.
Wait, past what? Beef?
No. Beef is no. I think beef is always.
I think we are past the beef shit.
Talk to me.
Because everybody knows who does it and why. There's certain people in this space who stir up waters to catch fish all the time. It never amounts to nothing. It never means anything. And some people will jump out there and start trying to do it, right? And then realize, man, this shit ain't got no motherfucking legs.
Yep.
And then they stop. Now they just stuck. And then I don't want to be the person who can only get traction because you talking shit about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to get traction because of a take or a good conversation.
Those who cannot create destroy. It is, to me, the first evidence of a lack of creativity if all you can do is destroy something.
Yeah.
So I think if you had the ability to create things that people indulge in without that, you would. Not everybody has that ability, but they still have the thirst for attention, the need for it, the addiction for it. So they do it by any means necessary. But eventually the people find out and they move away from it. This is just like a little blip in the timeline of content.
Yeah. And listen, hopefully people adjust. Because with another thing that I'm starting to see, first of all, salute to the screamers. Fuck talking about what we don't like.
Yeah, the streamers are killing it.
To the screamers. Let me tell you something. I have watched so many different versions of Screamer University. Because the brilliant thing about Screamer University is you got Kai Cenat, who's the center of it, but you bring in all of these different screamers, and literally all of them are shooting their own versions of this one reality show that you created.
It's Avengers.
And what I love about what Kai's doing, what Drewski is doing, all they're doing is taking old models and just putting new energy into it. When you look at Drewski with his Could Have Been Records or Could Have Been Love, that's Making the Band. That's Flavor of Love. All them old shit we used to watch on reality TV. Screamer University, that's College Hill in the real world live. That's literally all that is. College Hill in the real world live. But man, my favorite, that little motherfucker, little Reggie. Reggie
hilarious
from Baltimore is a funny motherfucker, man. You don't watch Reggie?
I gotta watch
Girl,
it.
he too funny.
I've seen I've seen him and Kai's stuff before.
Kai put me on to him, and then I just be funny. Like, that dude is funny. And the thing I like about the Screamers, that's real talent. And I'm gonna tell you why that's real talent, because it reminds me of radio.
You got to be live.
You got to be live
in the moment.
You're sitting there. You're entertaining. You might be playing music. You might be critiquing music. You might just be kicking it with your friends. You might be talking about a topic. You got your chat there, so your chat is like the phone calls that are calling in. Those, I love this.
There's
I love
also, and I'm not like watching tons of the stream, but there also is an air of positivity in it.
Yeah.
There's an excitement in it. There's an enthusiasm in it, right? There's like a joy. People's lives are really tough right now.
And they're not doing fuck shit.
Exactly. So it's like, you want to kind of forget about how difficult your life is. You want to get lost in a world that is fun and entertaining. Eventually, when people's lives are really shitty, they're not going to just watch videos that are just tearing down everything because it's just going to remind them of their life. They want to get lost in some fantasy. And that's what those worlds create, this beautiful fantasy that people can exist in, laugh at, and it's fun.
It's fun.
You have to pay attention to what culture wants. Like,
fun. Salute to Duke Dennis. He from South Carolina. Like, I really enjoy watching the Screamers. And to that, what you just said showed is so true. Because sometimes I'll click on the videos that are meant for drama, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this shit.
Oh, the drama channels are done soon.
And then I'll click on a Screamer and just be chuckling my ass off.
And that's a good thing that I'm happy about the younger generation, because they're pushing that positive message. Like, they kind of police streaming. They don't like streamers that shit on other streamers and all that stuff. Like, they cut all that nonsense out. And so it's like, it's just refreshing to see.
You know why though? Because the top guy is so positive.
Yeah.
Salute to Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat,
it all trickles down, though.
That's it. He's so positive. I know I ruined the generation. I know I did. I know I ruined the generation. You know what I mean? Because I got ruined by people that came before me, right? I didn't know any better.
You thought that was the way.
I thought that was the way.
And that might have been what culture needed at the time.
At the time, yeah.
It might have been,
I can see that.
You know, like when things are amazing, it's nice to be cynical.
Yeah.
When everybody got money and everybody's thriving, it's nice to have a little edge and cut.
Yeah, let me shit on the rich.
Exactly.
I punched up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You just think about it, because he's this radio dude, and then you got these big fucking artists coming in, and at the time he's not Charlamagne the guy like we know. He's this guy who's early on you're like what, third mic with Wendy or something like
Second
that.
Mic with Wendy.
Second mic with Wendy, but like it's still the people coming on the show were more famous than you.
Yeah.
And you're operating almost as us. We're seeing everybody getting out here and get money. Oh, it's nice to see people get humbled. Once we're all humbled, We want someone to believe in, bro.
Right.
Like,
that's right.
Give us some distraction.
But you know, that's so funny that you say that, because yes, I punched up. So now in this position, I don't want to punch down. Like, I don't have no reason to shit on any new artist.
But it's fun sometimes.
It's really not.
You like to do it.
You know, I'm gonna tell you why it's not, because I've seen some of these young artists come through and tell me how that impacted them when I said this shit about them, because they got uncles and aunts and moms and dads who've been listening to me forever.
You made Post Malone a country singer.
Yep.
He deserved it. I don't have no sympathy for him. See, that's not the one that was a terrible example. I have no, and he did just fine for himself. I have no sympathy.
You nudged him in the way, in the right
I did
direction.
was tell him the truth.
You nudged him in the right
I told him that
direction.
him and that girl wasn't gonna be together no more. Go back and watch the first interview. Was I wrong? What was her name? Ashley or some shit like that. Wherever I told him, you know he's gonna leave you, right?
Yeah.
You know he's gonna. I was right. Everybody
always gotta
gets mad.
say it, though.
But it's the truth.
Okay,
It's the truth.
you made him a billionaire, bro.
But shout out to the Screamers. The reason the Screamers are the way that they are is because of Kai. Kai is a emotionally intelligent, positive person.
Yep.
And he's had massive success. Whenever you see somebody having that level of success, you want to emulate that. So all of those other dudes are gonna be like, oh, I want to be on that type of time. I want to be on that type of time.
I saw it with Joe in comedy. It's like Joe is so supportive of other comedians. So supportive. Like constantly trying to put people on. And then you saw the effect that had on the comedy world, which is usually like a deeply like angry, bitter, competitive, nobody wants to help each other. And you saw everybody start going, no, maybe we should help each other. This would be really good.
Yeah.
All start doing each other's pods, all start promoting each other's stuff. And it really lifted the whole scene up. And you see it happen with the streamers as well. I think it's fantastic.
I always wondered if Joe was influenced by the Champs podcast. Everybody forgets the Champs podcast. Neil Brennan and Moshe Kasher.
Kasher, yeah.
Like, they were the original podcast that was for the comedian, but Neil...
No, Joe was doing it before that.
He was?
Yeah.
Champs was around a long time. When did Champs start? Chris, you remember?
Oh, 2013-ish, but I think Rogan was around.
Yeah, Rogan probably. Yeah, Rogan might have been around like 3
They
years
also had
prior.
a limited scope because
It was all black.
Yeah, they had black.
It was all black. Like that's why Champs stopped doing the podcast, because they
ran out of black.
all the black comedians. Literally, I'm not even joking. And by the way, some of the best interviews I first heard of Miss Pat on the Champs podcast. Tiffany's story. I knew Tiffany, but I didn't really know her story until the Champs podcast. Tiffany Haddish, like, you know, early Arsenio Hall stories, Chris Rock, like, but they only did black podcasts. So yeah, you're right. Yeah. I feel like Rogan started doing it later, uplifting the comedians though. When he first started, I think.
No, he had these guys on early, man.
He did?
He didn't even know what the pod was. There's a great moment where he's on the Tom Green show. He's on remember Tom Green?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And he's like, so wait a minute, you're shooting this live? Like he learns what a podcast is, essentially, on Tom Green's show.
Yeah, and Tom used to scream on Stickley.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Gotta keep a straight face. Come on.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't do it.
You had me.
Yes.
Chris, you're too easy. It's such an easy way. Like, Chris is so easy. Chris is always ready to
there with
suck.
his legs open.
You know what I'm saying? Chris just waiting. Let's pay some bills, tell him, do some asking idiots.
Let's do it. This podcast has been brought to you by the Chew, man. The Chew. Blue Chew, same active ingredients inside Viagra or Cialis. What's the Chew, the one that we rock with, the one that's going to keep you rocked up, all right? It's Blue Chew, best dick you've ever delivered in your life. Your girl deserves it, okay? Your wife deserves it. Your side chick deserves it, okay? If you're a girl listening, you deserve it, okay? Consensually, ask the person you're with if they will pop it and then destroy you. That can happen. Blue Chew can happen. Also, you're going to get your first month free. Think about that. All you got to do is pay $5 for the shipping when you go to bluechew.com. Use the promo code IDIOTS. You are so welcome for this gift. Now, Charlamagne, what else we got?
We have Chime. Salute to Chime, man. Chime has been supporting different platforms, you know, from Breakfast Club to, you know, my failed comedy shows on Comedy Central to Brilliant Idiots, okay? But we appreciate you, Chime. Chime understands that every dollar counts. That's why when you set up direct deposit through Chime, you get access to fee-free features like free overdraft coverage, getting paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit and more. Learn more at chime.com/idiots, man. Chime, I really do appreciate what Chime does because, you know, they have the 24/7 customer support that comes in handy. They have tools for daily balance updates and real-time transactional alerts, and they really help to shape your spending habits, man. So Chime is just banking done right, okay? Open a checking account with no monthly fees and no maintenance fees. Get paid up to 2 days early when you set up direct deposit, okay? With qualifying direct deposits, you're eligible for free overdraft up to $200 on debit card purchases and cash withdrawals. Work on your financial goals through Chime today. Open an account in 2 minutes at chime.com/idiots. That's chime.com/idiots. Chime feels like progress, okay? Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the Bancorp Bank MA, R Stride Bank NA, members FDIC. Spot me eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Timing depends on submission of payment file. Fees apply at out-of-network ATMs. Bank ranking and number of ATMs according to U.S. News and World Report 2023. Chime, checking account required. Let's do some Asking Idiots, Taylor gang. Let's do some Asking Idiots. Let's do some Asking Idiots. Tony L. Tigra, fantastic question. Is it gay if you're a bottom for your wife?
Yo.
Whoa.
How do you even...
Pride.
What?
Happy Pride.
Is it gay if you're a bottom for your wife? So if your wife pegs you?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I'm going to call that gay, guys. Sometimes there are things that even if a woman is involved, is gay.
I don't agree.
Nah, bro. We know you don't.
No, I don't agree. I think that, if you and your wife have things that y'all want to do in the bedroom and that's what she want to do, let her do it. First of all, ain't nobody going to ever admit that they let their wife do it anyway, so does it really matter? Guys will be sitting around like, nah, baby, nah. Then they get home and will ask for that finger. What if your wife's a doctor and she's giving you a prostate exam?
No. I think it's gay if your wife opens the pickle jar.
Anybody said no strap on, Alex?
Being a bottom.
No.
Yes.
It don't got to be a strap on.
Yes, it does.
Kinky. Listen, Alex is telling us how he does it. Okay, you just told on yourself.
Nah.
Nothing was suggested right
Nothing. It just said it's gay if you're a bottom for your wife.
Went for it. Yeah.
But being a bottom is being a bottom.
No, it means you bend over, but you tuck your dick back. So that you guys are just butt to butt. That's how
So you can't let your wife get the ring finger?
Nah, bro, that's crazy.
Nah.
With the ring you put on it?
Nah.
No.
Nah, it's too much.
No.
Pinky?
Next question right now, please.
3-5-4 thumb? None of y'all? Like, what's up? Y'all can't be this crazy. So you mean to tell me if your wife wanted to clap the cheeks one time, you wouldn't let her clap the cheeks one time? I don't believe y'all, yo. I don't believe you. Zane Perez says, Schultz, would you fight Aaron the Plumber to get the Knicks into the finals?
Oh, my God. Just to get into the finals or to win the finals? Not just to get into the finals.
What? You better beat that.
No. First, no. The Plumber man got hands. But to win the NBA finals, I think I would fight anybody. For my Knicks to win the NBA finals?
To get to the finals.
Nah. We got to stop setting the bar too low. To win the NBA finals, I don't know if there's anybody that I wouldn't fight. I didn't say I would win, but for my Knicks, I'd have to put the gloves on for my Knicks.
They didn't put no rules or stipulations with this, though. They didn't put no rules or stipulations with this.
Okay.
So, boom, Schultz in front of Madison Square Garden. He's already outside. Everybody sees Schultz. They're like, oh, shit, Schultz, hey, what's up? You're like, look, guys, if I fight Aaron the Plumber and win, we go to the NBA Finals and win the NBA Finals. Aaron the Plumber's getting jumped outside of the Garden. He's getting jumped.
Every Knicks fan is going to come
Every Knicks fan in the city.
I don't want that for Aaron. I don't want
That's
that.
what I'm
Aaron
saying.
is a good man.
But
He's
they
doing
didn't
great things with his
life.
life.
They didn't put no rules and stipulations.
They
just said, Schultz, would you fight Aaron the Plumber to get the Knicks into the
Zane,
finals?
this is a crazy question, bro. You really putting my boy Aaron in a very difficult predicament right here because I know how Knicks in front of the Garden is crazy like that. That being said, if the Knicks would win a championship, there's nobody that I wouldn't put the gloves on for. Now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't get my ass kicked, but getting my ass kicked would be worth the Knicks winning a championship. And if you're not a Knicks fan, if you wouldn't say the same thing.
And then they got to build a statue of you.
Yep.
Fuck Jalen. Fuck Cat. They would have to build a statue of Andrew Schultz in front of the Garden. You know what I'm saying?
Knocked out.
You know what I mean? Up in the air like this, nose sticking straight up. People taking pictures in front of your nose for years. They arm around your nose. He did it for fucking us, man. Okay? Uncle_Andre. Did y'all think you were still going to continue doing gay shit when y'all grew up? Okay, listen. Burning it is massive. I need y'all to put more context with this stuff because say gay jokes. Did you think we were still making gay jokes?
No.
When you say gay shit, people think that we out here sucking cocks.
No.
Okay? Nothing wrong with that, all right?
Nothing wrong with that.
But I don't smoke them. I don't smoke cocks.
What do you do with them?
I grill them. I like my cocks grilled or fried, all right? I don't like smoked cocks. The flavor's not there when it's smoked. I like the grill keeps the juice in it. Look at him. You see? He did the T-Pain shit again.
I
saw how
it was the uncomfortableness
of this conversation.
Alex's butt gets wet.
You did almost slide off the seat.
Why would a conversation about fried cocks make you uncomfortable?
It's uncomfortable.
You were secreting, bro.
The way you talk about cock, you love it,
started to secrete. You were secreting. You need to stop that right now.
Wet.
Yeah.
Little wet butt.
Oh, my
Little
God.
wab. Wet ass booty.
Wet ass pussy. You got the wet ass pussy.
Aaron _0783 says, should fat people be able to talk sports and criticize pro players?
Depending on the position. Like if you could talk about linemen, you could talk about the Nathans.
Sumo wrestling, definitely.
Sumo wrestling.
Yeah. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because it depends on what you're saying about said person. Like imagine being fat and saying that somebody's lazy on defense.
Yeah, I don't
You're
wanna
lazy
hear
in
it.
life. Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
It is true. We don't really want to hear that much critique from fat people in general.
You know what I'm saying? Unless it's about restaurants.
We will
That's right.
absolutely
That's right. That's
tell us a
right.
recipe.
Why does it matter if they're fat or not?
Huh?
Why does it matter if they're fat or not?
What
Well,
you mean? If they're talking about
Like,
restaurants?
you don't play ball, but you criticize.
I'm I'm not fat though.
Yeah, but both of y'all ain't good enough to play pro sports.
Yeah, like, why is it matter?
I know I'm more athletic than the fat person that's talking.
You don't know that.
I guarantee it.
Zion be doing his
Zion
thing.
ain't fat, okay? Zion is not. He's fat when he wants to be. I don't know. Should fat people be able to talk? I just want to hear fat people rap. Like, fat people are amazing rappers.
Yeah. Or fall, like when they fall.
Oh,
my
hilarious.
gosh.
Yeah.
Comedians, too. Fat comedians.
Oh,
mwah.
yeah, great.
I don't know. Do I like fat people? Who's fat that give their opinion on sports? Nah, you got some good ones. Brian Windhorse. I don't like counting the guys like Perk them.
Because
they Charles Barkley,
played
they
the
earned
game.
the right.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right, 100%.
They was athletes forever. They got their feet kicked up. Now they doing their sports commentary. They earned the right.
Agreed. Completely agree.
You know?
Completely agreed.
Now, I'm be honest with you. Fat people can talk about whatever y'all want. Who are we?
You can legally, but I think we look at it a little different,
Legally.
especially when they're criticizing athletes.
Yeah, man. I mean, especially when you're like, oh, he's not athletic enough.
Yeah.
He doesn't use his athleticism. Really?
And you're making the right point, which is like they are just as athletic as us compared to NBA players. But there's something about seeing a big fat person saying like, "Oh, this person's lazy on D."
Woo!
Yeah,
Woo!
yeah,
You wouldn't even accept that from a fat gay person. He's
Yeah.
lazy on D. Really?
yeah.
Nah, they not lazy.
Nah, they're not lazy.
Why did you just...
They're not lazy on D. It's crazy how you defended that so quickly. It's crazy how
Fat
you
gay
defended.
guys aren't lazy on D.
I would imagine.
You work that shit, huh, Alex? They go crazy on that shit, huh?
Pain doing his thing. I'm sure they do
that
that
on
like
Pain.
that.
Pain ain't
Yeah.
fat. No, don't try.
that on Pain.
Don't try to switch that shit. That butt is over there wet, and the truth is starting to seep out. Okay, that butt is over there wet.
I can't
and the
win. I
truth
can't win.
is seeping
Son.
out. It's okay, Alex. We would love you nonetheless.
We got to get out of Pride Month.
No,
you got to
we don't.
hurry this shit up.
We got 4 more
I
episodes.
know. We
Four more
got to hurry
episodes.
this
It's gonna get gayer and gayer.
Give us 2 more, Taylor.
Yeah.
Luke Daniel _22. Oh, that's a good question. What is the most ridiculous thing you believed in? Why?
Listen, you can't go first because you
Everything.
believe in everything.
Yes, I do.
Okay, the most ridiculous thing I believed in and why? I don't know. You go.
All jokes aside, why wouldn't you believe in everything? Y'all, you know what it is, man? We really take this world for granted. Yo, go to Mexico
Yeah.
and just look in the water and watch these fucking 2-ton creatures jump out of the water so gracefully, jump all around boats and everything else and not knock them over, and tell me why you wouldn't believe in everything.
Wait.
Go look at yourself in the mirror.
You talking about animals?
I'm talking about whales.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. When you see something,
I see what you're saying.
yes. When you see something that amazing, why wouldn't you believe in any and everything? Look at yourself as a human. Look in the mirror and look at what you're able to do. Like, damn, I got 5, 10 fingers, 10 toes. I got a that shoots out some. It goes inside this other thing that feels really good. Talking about pussy, Alex, not ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? My point. Like, why wouldn't you believe Taylor's over there carrying life?
You're right.
We came out. We were there at one point.
No, you're right.
Why wouldn't you believe in any and everything? I'm serious. Give me a reason not. You got to give me a reason not to believe in any and everything.
Do you believe trans women should play sports against women?
No, I don't.
You gotta believe everything.
That has nothing to do with anything except for my own personal belief.
But you gotta believe in
everything.
anything, bro.
I mean, I believe that it can happen.
Yeah.
I just think it's stupid. Okay? Yes, I believe it can happen. I'm not saying it can't happen.
Let me give you a better one we could keep in the episode. All right.
I'm keeping that. What you mean?
You believe in penetrating?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Penetrating his dick in your mouth.
No. He got to say what?
That don't work like that.
What?
He said what?
No, I said I don't know what that is.
He goes, I don't know what that is.
No. Didn't work.
I thought you were toast. I know. You were toast.
That is. I have no idea. Okay, two more.
You are this close. You are this close. Because I thought he was going to hit you with, what the fuck is that? If you hit you with, what the fuck is that?
I know. I was too excited.
I was too excited.
Butt wet. When your butt wet, you can't wait to put your dick in a man's mouth. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God.
All right.
Let's go. One more.
This is a good one. Let's end with this one. Tim Irwin says, favorite kids movie and why? Favorite kids movie and why, Schultz?
Recently? Coco really knocked me out, man.
Really?
Coco knocked me out. Yeah. Coco was spectacular.
Did you just see it recently?
Nah, a few years
ago.
ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My favorite kids movie is probably The Lion King.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite kids movie.
What about Toy Story?
I never got into Toy Story like that, yo. The reason I like The Lion King is because, I like the kids' movies that actually have a bigger meaning. Mm-hmm. And it's a meaning that, when you explain it to your kids later in life, they will understand. And I think the message of never forgetting who you are or remembering who you are is a beautiful message. I talked about it in my first book, Black Privilege. I've literally had a whole chapter about Lion King because I just really believe that messaging of just remembering who you are, remembering the greatness that you came from, it gives you something to aspire to. Like you want to make your father happy, Schultz. Yeah. You want to make your mom happy. Yep. Alex, you want to make your father happy. Well, we all want to make our parents happy. We all come from legacies. We come from a stock that we want to make happy. And long after those people are gone, you have the memories and things that they instilled in you 100%. To make you want to continue to be that person. You know what I mean? You tell your kids stories about their grandparents, you know what I mean? Because that's what instilled things in you that made you the person that you are. And I think Lion King does a fantastic job of that.
What about Rama?
Butt wet, man. Too excited. You're too excited.
Look at you wet. Look at you wet. You're getting mad excited over there.
Too excited. See, you look like you sat in my lap, Alex. You look like you sat in my lap. Hey, listen, I want you to cut this and I'm going to come back and say, look, Alex sat on my lap, y'all. Look.
That's crazy.
Alex sat on my lap. Look what happened.
I got you wet over there.
The ice is right. You just sat on the ice.
Oh, shit. See? Alex got the chair wet. As always.
That's to cool down his butthole right there.
You ever seen that video where the dude was putting ice in his ass?
No.
And the mom walked in. The little boy putting ice in his ass. Oh, and the mom walked in and goes, Mom, I'm hot. I'm hot, Mama. Mom, I'm hot. I'm hot, Mama. She's like, go to your daddy. Go to your daddy.
End the podcast right now.
As always, if you listen to this podcast, you think we're smart, you think we're intelligent, you think we're brilliant, you're absolutely right. But if you listen to this podcast and you think we're just a couple idiots who don't know shit, you're right too. It's the Brilliant Idiots Podcast. Thank you for listening.